Ben Samuel, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Before we go any further, for the sake of fairness, here is a video from Harrison. Harrison says he's going to join us later. Harrison is not disrespecting you. Harrison is not disrespecting the audience.
No, that is. I've seen the video. It's on the plane. I do understand.
Oh, okay. I wanted to show it to people on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook so they can see that, oh, because next thing they'll say is Harrison does not consider us important. That's why he's not here.
Nah,
here is Harrison, guys. Sorry, let me make this louder.
I'm in Afiba airport, flying into Lagos Air Peace, so I won't be joining the live program. You know, this is our 6:33 p.m. So this.
You can see the wing of the plane.
So once I get to Lagos and you guys are still on live, I'll join. Thank you.
All right. So safe flight, Harrison. Safe flight. We are here with Ben. You have questions for Harrison. Ben has questions for Harrison. The public has questions for both Ben and Harrison. We're going to start with a lady who wanted to ask you questions yesterday. Let's start with that. And a lot of people wanted questions. Please, now, no name calling. I don't want to see Ben the accomplice. He has not been proven guilty. If he's guilty, then we will say, okay, we have the guilty one. Right now, he is not even accused. Let him speak. Ask him any question on your mind. Feel free. Whatever you want to achieve, feel free. Let me remove my account. It was only somebody that asked for that, so that should not interfere with this. So who wants to go first? I'm calling Samaria. She was supposed to be here with us. She asked the first question. We also, remind me who else was with us yesterday. Sabio. Guys, tag Sabio. And the third person was some other guy. Those were the people who were asking, Ben, can you turn off the TV in your background? Please. Okay. People are saying it's distracting.
Sorry, guys.
So while we're waiting for these people to join, Ben, is there anything you want to say?
Okay. Good evening, guys. I think something is echoing there. Is that me?
No, it was me. It was Harrison's video. I've reduced the Chris Bari. God bless you. Tag Chris Bari. Thank you. Go ahead.
Now, we must not forget the reason why we are doing this is about the two young ladies that are still missing. We don't have a definite answer to where they are, and that must be our primary concern. The two people are still missing, and as far as I'm concerned, I believe that we can still put an effort to find them wherever they are. The reason why I initiated or instigate this conversation is because there was misinformation and incorrect information that was put out initially when this incident happened. Because when it happened, none of you guys are aware that this suspect has been transferred to be coming to Abuja. It happened behind the door. And when the incident happened in Benue, there was information put out that was not the correct information. And it was put out on your platform. And I immediately corrected it the next day. And I said, this is not what actually happened. Because when the information was dropped out like, we left Benue, we left Aba, and we get to Benue. So there was two blocks of information that was missing, which the result of Benue, Uyo, and the Benue, the couple of days that they spent on the road. So that was a very vital information. So when we look at the vehicle as well, there was so many questions to be asked about it. And for me, I understand what this suspect told me on his way. And we must understand one thing as a country. It's an alleged. He has not been convicted. I don't know where I would get this idea from. In Nigerian constitution, it carefully stated that you are innocent until you are proven guilty. It doesn't matter the perspective of the society. In a large, every legal practitioner knows that you are innocent until you are proven guilty. At the same time, the Harrison that we're talking about now, he was innocent until he was proven guilty. So the opportunity to give to a suspect is very important. And I believe the government failed. I personally have no problem with Harrison, and I don't see the need to even debate him. But there was a fundamental difference between me and him as in the direction that the conversation was going. Because my own understanding is this. There was a tragedy that took place. There's a problem that happened. How do we see that this does not happen again? In a developed society, that is what people see. If there's a building that is collapsed, they think, what can we do? Even though people are going to get punished, the lesson must be learned. When it happened on the 3rd of June, when this guy was taken out, or the 2nd of June, the understanding was this guy is out, so the story is over. I'm like, the story is not over. There were so many failures that happened to that day, and we must correct it. And this is why I am holding this conversation, and I've taken upon my head to make sure we are extending that conversation. So I have no personal problem with Harrison. I just have a fundamental differences with how we approach this problem.
Absolutely. And like I said before you came, the thoughts of the people joining us to ask questions are not Daddy Freeze's thoughts. The thoughts of the public and the commenters are not Daddy Freeze's thoughts. Neither are the thoughts of Ben or Harrison. I'm here for the pursuit of justice and accountability, clarity, and transparency. So the first person, one of the people who was asking questions yesterday was I am Chris Bari, a Nollywood producer. He was with us. I'm sure you remember his face, Ben. You were too tired to join us.
I do popped up
last night. So Chris is here with us. Chris, go ahead.
Okay. This is
Chris, can you stay in one place?
Okay. I'm here. Okay. I was in the store where I didn't know your life would be now. Okay, now you have a friend who is wanted. And based on what you posted on your Telegram, there was a chat between you and him. You stated that where are they taking you to? Don't worry, I will make some calls for you. It's like somebody trying to see what he can do to help a friend. Now, I have this upbringing that my mama, who born me, don't lock me up at police station when I was in secondary school. Because of, okay, sit down here, no sit down here, I not doing listen. There are some people that you see, you know that this guy is wanted in the UK. Hold on, no. Now, if it's in America, somebody is wanted.
Can you, excuse me, can you ask your question, something? I need your question.
Okay, fine. Now, this guy, you know, is wanted in the UK, and you visited him in Nigeria once or twice. You've seen him.
Yes.
Why was there no report to the UK authorities that, which I believe there was a bounty on the declared wanted, whatever, that this guy is in Nigeria? That's number one. Number two, there was a chat between you and him when he was being transported to Abuja. Now, you allege that he called you when he escaped, that you said, I'm escaping. So for him to have called you, that means you are close, confident. He, like, this is the person I can run to. This is, if it happens, this is the first person I will call.
Can you, excuse me, Daddy Freeze. I am not here to hear what we already have.
Ask your questions. God bless you. Ask your questions.
This is the question. Okay, this is the question. Now this whole thing has happened.
Yeah.
I would like to know, why is the identity of the lady that these funds were transferred to our account hidden? Why is it not made known to the public? This in favor of a girl.
Which favor of a girl?
the person Harrison, what's it called? Andrew transferred money to an account that did that transfer of the 1.5, 1.7.
You see? Okay, thank you. Would you like me to answer the question? Are you going to give me a chance to answer the question?
Yes,
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Nigerians, I want you to listen very well. The incident happened on the 8th, and the man was in police cell up to the 22nd. The favor you are talking about, the police have the account and everything. Whatever you think you are publishing yesterday, that tried to say a girl, because Harrison take a screenshot of my phone, it has nothing to do with the investigation because the police have all the evidence. So if you have any question, why don't you direct that question to the authority in Nigeria? Excuse me, please. That the girl that was missing, how money was transferred to another account? What do you think police supposed to do at that particular time under their investigation? Did they transfer it to my account? Was it my name?
No.
And by the way, again, you got all the information wrong because it was yesterday. I now saw the name because Harrison saw favor on the screenshot that he took from my YouTube channel, and then he copied it and quickly make it up. Favor that you are talking about is a man, it's not a girl. The police in Abia State has the whole information. So you should get your facts right. And this is the character deformation, blackmailing that Harrison has resulted into, creating 2,000 groups to be trolling me. But that will never take the truth away. And I want you, before you bring anything out on the platform, you need to have your facts right and straightforward. Don't come with half-truth because you're going to meet somebody that knows what he's doing. So your question is invalid because everything you say there is invalid. So go back to the book again and contact the authority to go arrest the person that the money went to their account. They can do it. I can do nothing.
Okay, sir. Now let me ask the second one. If it's in Nigeria now, you are in Nigeria now, let's assume, and the police stop you on the way. They realize that there is a man who is wanted in the UK. He has been sending explicit photos of women that came to his place. Like those two girls, I saw the video that he did that they were naked. And I'm not judging, I'm not talking about you psychologically.
Which video that you saw that they were?
Hold on. Don't use the word NAKED. Hold on. Don't use the word.
That is free.
Yes.
I've sent you the video.
On your Telegram.
I've seen the video.
I want you to. No, sorry. Excuse me. I heard you yesterday. I heard you enough. Don't bring wrong information because the first accusation happened and the misconception happened here. Don't forget, nobody knew anything that I have anything about this young lady. It was me that popped out and I said, this case must be highlighted. And I met just Adetun and I showed her the video that you are assuming now. I showed it to her and we interpreted it. I have forwarded it to Daddy Freeze. You can interpret it and be fair with yourself. If you think those picture is unalive, that is your own judgment. The government have it as well. So you don't come here, somebody who helped. Because as far as you are concerned, that case was over the day the guy died in, the guy was fired in Benue. That case was over for you. The lap dance is done. But the case is still going on and it's getting stronger because there are people that need to take responsibility for what they have done. So this is what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in account. The police in Nigeria have the authority to take that. So talk to them instead of looking for me. And also you talked about, excuse me, let me...
Nobody said they are looking for you. Okay. To me, but let me comment something. Wait,
okay, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to answer questions. And if you argue with me, I stop out. Let me tell you something. You have a police in Nigeria. Didn't you have a police? Now you are telling me now that the young lady that I saw, I should have reported police. This guy, police arrested him 5 times. What did you not understand? A state failure, a country failure, a whole departmental failure, or a failure of one person that is not snitching on his psychopath friend. He has been arrested. You are here when Richard told you I went to the station with injury and they sent me away. What do you have to say about that?
Okay, now this is it. Like I said,
I said, what do you have to say about that? That Richard went to the station in January and they sent her away. Say something.
Yeah, because I spoke with Rachel. I spoke with her 2 days ago for over 1 hour. Now, this is what I'm saying. And like the question Rachel asked, like I'm saying, why? There's no way that
I am asking you now. Forget about why. Don't go back. Don't change it. Forget about why, sir. The police in your country, just imagine police in the UK. Somebody will go and report to police in the UK and let the person go. A second time, fourth time, third time. Whose failure is that?
Why are you changing the narrative to the police? Because even in the UK, in America, we have corrupt cops. We have corrupt cops.
Get out. I'm not talking to you. And I mean it.
Can you imagine?
Guys, please calm down. Please, let there be calm.
Excuse me, sir. You
Yes.
have a mission to come and attack me, but I want you to use your number.
If I'm attacking you,
Wait, Chris, don't attack.
There's a police in your country who failed to arrest the man when he offended. What can I do to save that? Why don't you say, if this failure was corrected in January, in February, in 2 years ago, there wouldn't have been that. So what are you looking for? Jumping the gun?
Okay, you make your point about the police. Now, what I ask is, why were you giving assurance to a person that was wanted, he has been captured in Nigeria, and you are telling him that, please, you will see what you can do. Before that, he tried to escape. When he was still in custody, based on the screenshot on your own Telegram, you were giving him assurance that you will see what you can do to help him out of it. The problem that he can still come back to the UK.
Okay. Where did you saw that on my Telegram that I say? I can
on your Telegram. I have the screenshot.
When he was in jail?
When he was in Aba, you told him that you will see how you can help him out. You will make some phone calls.
When did you see the Telegram? And what date is that?
I'll DM. I don't know the date, but it's on your own.
What date is it? What date is it?
There was no date there. So you are saying the fabrication
that Stop. Make it stop. It's on the 8th.
Right.
I made it clear on several of my videos that on the 8th, the guy called me and said, police barricaded my house and I want to pie myself. And I'm like, don't do things like that. The Telegram are there. So when you come on the platform, please complete what you are doing. Complete it. Don't pick something and try to narrate it in your own way. Okay? The guy said, I said, don't do anything silly. Hand over yourself to them. Go read it back again. I fully put it there. I didn't edit it.
Not that part of the chat. The one you said, you are making some calls to see how you can help him out.
What would you say to somebody that is barricaded? If you are in the position, what would you say? It has a GUN with him in his room. He's completely want to pie himself. I don't know whether you understand psychology. He wants to pie himself. Okay. He's in his room. People are outside. He's been barricaded. What negotiating power would you tell him? How do you calm such a person down in that kind of hostile situation where you know it can go a different way?
Okay. Like somebody is saying now, why is Andrew
tell the audience what would
comfortable? Yeah, why is Andrew comfortable sending you all those pictures?
You can ask. Okay, do you comfortable asking somebody question? Do you have a friend?
No, I just no. But something that is incriminating.
You see. Hold on, guys. I want you to be able to ask your questions in such a way that our guest will not feel. Hold on.
The answer,
can I say something, Ben? Can I say something? Please. What we really care about is not bashing Ben. What we care about is getting justice. Wait.
You are.
Hold on. Sorry. What we need is Chris. I beg, no vex, brother. Chris. Mabi Nujo. Just everybody calm. Because I want, you see, once vex don't come, you no go answer question. So please, let's put our questions in a respectful manner so you may be able to ask all the questions. Ben has assured us that he is here and he is willing to answer any question where you like. Ask him. Just let's put it as respectfully as possible. So, Chris, you want to calm down small, make Samaria continue, then we'll come back to you. Okay, Samaria, baby, over to you. You were asking some questions yesterday. The floor is
Hello,
yours.
everyone.
Hi.
Mr. Ben, how you doing?
I'm very good. How are you?
Good. It's good to have you here. We have so many questions we've been looking, seeking answers to.
I'll answer what I can answer. Yes.
Yes, please. I know. I don't know, but it seems like you're kind of well informed in this situation. I have a question, okay? I have questions. One of the questions is this. You mentioned a while ago that when the girl reported to the police didn't pay her attention. When did you get to know about this?
The girl said it on this platform.
Okay, you didn't know about it before now?
Yes, I didn't know about it. I didn't even know until I saw the girl on the Harrison's page. But she said it on this platform. So
because the reason why, and you say you own a blog, right?
Yes.
So, okay, if as a blogger, if you have a website where you post other people's, affairs and things like this, and the whole time you were friends with the deceased, you were getting all these videos, all this information about this guy, you like the one you talked about the last time on the live here, you said a girl was thrown from 3-story building. Did you at a point share any of these stories on your blog, on your page?
Do you know what defamation is? Do you understand the word defamation?
Oh, that would be a defamation of character.
Yes, because you have to go through the court process. I'm in the UK, and you have to.
Okay, hold on, honey. If it would be a defamation of character and your facts were right, considering the fact that this guy was the one sending you all these videos and all this information, he was your friend. And genuinely, you try to speak out to the public, and that girl, let's say whatever. I don't understand. How would you have been a defamation of character if you had your facts right?
Your moral judgment is not other people's moral judgment. Do you understand that fact? Do you understand that part of?
Of course, I know that's right. But then I'm listening.
So what you see as your own moral judgment and responsibility might not be other people's moral judgment and responsibility. In this country, if you go into a shop where I practice, where I live, and you see a shoplifter picking something, and you went and stopped shoplifter because you want to be a hero, if you get into trouble, do you know what will happen to you? Can you explain? If you are familiar with
evidence. You have evidences, right?
No, I am asking you a question. You have evidence that a shoplifter has taken something in his pocket, and you went to be a hero, and something happened to you. What do you think the mall will say to you?
No, we're not talking about mall. We're talking about friends. You have evidence against your friend, right?
Please.
First of all, I wouldn't see, so if I were to be working in a shop and somebody comes in and steals something, and I can see clearly the person has it, I will call the security. That's number one thing I would do. I won't confront them to avoid being attacked.
Why would
especially
you
where I would confront them if it were to be where I came from. But if it were to be where I live, I wouldn't do that because I know how the system works.
But you know it will be.
You can't. People will not attack you here.
You know what I mean?
I didn't hear you, sir.
In certain part of the world, I would confront. In certain part of the world, I would not.
Security will not even approach you. They will allow you go. They only video you, and that's it.
Okay. So now I have a question for you, please.
Okay.
Because you just throw me a question. Now, can I ask you a question, please?
No, but how are we going to be answering question with question?
No, because you are asking me a question, and I know the direction of your pattern. Okay, go ahead.
That's why I asked, did you at a point try to write about this act? I mean, those things your friends, did.
Write what? Did I? Let me ask you a question.
He told you all this,
people,
right?
All the Yahoo boy, you saw the police parading in the police station all every week in.
Okay, another question if you don't mind. I know you...
No. You are not finished, please. Let me finish the question you asked. Because you are telling me to write. The Yahoo boy, the police are displaying every day. The poor people that they are displaying, the young man that was displaying Benway the other day with a chain on his leg in front of the press. Why was Andrew not displayed like that in most of your stations that he has visited?
It takes people to call people out.
No, it's not about people. He's in the hand of the system.
It takes people, I would say that, because as a blog, if you keep writing, there has been a lot of people out there that we are written about, and then that led to investigation.
No.
If you had evidences of what your friend was doing and you felt sorry for those victims, you would have written one or two about it, and other blogs would have circulated it, and people would have paid attention to it, and it would have been investigated.
Okay,
That's the way I see
as
it.
you are now,
Because you have the evidence.
you are all of the people around you. They are all good. Like everyone around you, somebody that
They don't bring their negative behaviors around me. They don't bring their negative behaviors around me. Their secrets, they don't share it with me.
And you know,
so he was sharing his secrets with you as his best friend, and you knew most of the things he did were wrong.
The frame of moral judgment for me, like moral judgment, that is within the frame. So a lot of you guys have made up your mind to look at Ben as this almighty and accomplished, and you look at Andrew as guilty, and you forget about the young ladies that we are still missing them. And if you look at the conversation for the last few days, most of you have pronounced my name more than you pronounce Celine and the other beautiful young lady. So what is wrong in you guys promoting the whereabouts of these two people? Why am I so...
Okay, another question, if you don't mind.
No, I am finishing my conversation, please. Because the narrative is going to be there in the press tomorrow. What is so important in the part I play for coming out to instigate this conversation that is so important to you that you forget about the two people that are missing? What is so important for you that you forget about the whole system that have failed these young people? And you haven't called them out, but you have effrontery to come on the platform and tell me what you expect me to do.
No, I just asked you a personal question as a blogger. And the next question I have is this.
Go ahead and answer.
I know that you are not Harrison to know this, but I don't know when you got involved in this case. But the question I have is this.
It's not when I get involved. I made this case what the case is.
Okay.
Take it.
Did you, at the point where when you got involved, did you try to ask, because I don't know the policemen involved. I don't know I didn't have any conversation with Harrison. Did you ask them at the point when they still had this man alive? Did they bother to ask him where these girls are?
Oh, those are the questions you should be directing to the police that have him for 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. But you were able to talk to the police. Since none of us is able to talk to the police, the people in charge of this case, we are asking you.
I've been talking to the police, so you can ask him. I will leave that one for him to address. And you can also ask the police Nigeria, go to their Twitter page and ask it, tag them. Make sure you take this action to them.
Okay, since you say you made this case what it is, yeah, I believe your interest in this case is finding the missing girls, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, if I go and make myself available wherever there's a story or something of interest, my interest would be the same, where are the girls? So when you stepped into this case, did you ask them this question, please?
If I ask who?
Did you ask the Nigerian police, did you ask Harrison where are the girls? What did they say about the girls? What did he say at the time he was alive?
I have been asking about the girls in the day of this incident. And
did they ask him when he was alive?
Hold on. The day they discovered the remain, I still don't believe. I said, these girls may be alive. They should be looking for this girl, actively looking. I dispute it. I said, the story you guys are putting out does not add up.
How many days were there we are there with that guy before he died?
You're supposed to have known this one already, isn't it? If you're following,
I heard 4 days. I don't know if it's right or not.
Whatever is your go and make your research.
No, you know better than us.
No. Make your research. So
another thing is this. I don't know if you've addressed this before I joined the live. You made mention in your video yesterday that $50,000 was missing from that guy's house. How did you know about that?
You can ask the police about it, or ask the people that visited that house.
Sorry, Ben. That particular question, I think that particular question, because we didn't hear it from anywhere except you. So I understand just that last question.
Actually, did you hear that on the 3rd, when Harrison and the same police that pied the suspect along the road went back to the building of the suspect, there was no warrant, there was no authorization to go back to that building. When they went to that building, did Harrison come and inform Nigerian, the way he normally speaks on behalf of the Nigerian police, that there was 4 phones they found in that building? Did you hear it that day, on the 3rd of June?
Okay,
so
can I ask a question,
no,
please?
I asked you a question.
Okay.
Did you hear it?
I didn't hear it.
You did not hear it. Did you hear it?
No, I didn't.
You did not hear that there was phone found in that property when Harrison went to those cops?
I think I heard from Harrison I'm not
You
sure.
heard from Harrison many days later, because I did my investigation, and then Harrison heard what I'm digging at. And Harrison came and said, we found 4 no, 1 police stole 1 no, 1 this. I said, Harrison, why didn't you tell Nigerians on the first day you step your leg into that house what you found, where you found it? So
are you trying to imply that the Nigerian police and Harrison looted the guy's house and they made away with
anything? You should make your own judgment.
Okay, so how did you know there were things in the house that got missing? Or how did you know that those things were, recovered from the house?
How did you now know that there was phone missing that Harrison confirmed on his platform when he didn't tell you guys the first day?
Mr. Ben, honestly, you are not answering our questions.
All right, hold on. Please let Chris, please ask your questions now. I just wanted there to be a bit of calm. Ask your question.
For this question, 24 hours. You see, you don't have a question.
Sorry, sir.
Now, Ben, please, the 50K question. I would love if you can answer it.
That in the hand of the police. When I told you guys on this platform that there was 1,500 pound transfer, well, 1.5 million transfer to the police, how many of you believe me? People think I was joking. When I told you guys,
I mean, we may not. I'm honestly speaking. I'm not interested in the money that was transferred to the police. I'm interested in how did you know so much that were going on in the house.
How do you not interested in the money that?
I'm only interested in how you knew so much and where the girls are.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Why are you not interested in every crime? You follow the motive. No.
Because
let me speak, please. If you don't let me speak,
Samaria, you never said he knows where those girls is, Samaria.
You
never
have
said
to
he knows
follow the motive of the crime. The first lie was the logistic of the officers, the transportation, the sleeping in the hotel, the sleeping in Uyo, the sleeping in Benue. That is the first lies. So that put a pinch on the story, first and foremost. The second lie was accepting bribe from the suspect in a hotel room. The suspect felt kidnapped by himself. He stated it on a text message. Transfer money to them, 1.5 million. When I said it, people think I was joking. When the heat is on and the hierarchy of the police officer have admitted it, what did
if they had the time to do all these transactions, so why didn't they have the time to ask where those girls are?
You should be asking them. Because my friend told me they left my house. The police in Aba told my friend they were on a self-kidnap after 2 weeks. They were supposed to transporting this guy to Abuja to go and answer questions. Instead of going directly to Abuja by flight or directly by road, they are cruising around the country for 4 days. Go and tell anybody how normal is this. And you are telling me, why didn't I ask my friend, where is the girls? My friend never told me where are the girls. He said they left his house. So the police have...
Okay, so in other words, if you never ask them where the girls are, that means you are convinced where the girls were.
Hold on. Hold on. You don't make it tense. Your assumption, you can leave it on the comment section. If you tell me, I will have to reply you. The girls, the police have the girl, the police have the guy. The police confirmed to the guy that these girls were on a self-kidnap. Their phone is ringing in Owerri. Are you listening? The same police have this guy for 16 days, then 4 days along the road, and then end up ending him. Who are you supposed to be asking questions? No, I asked you. Who are you supposed to be asking questions?
I have questions for both you and the Nigerian police.
The question you
and
have
Harrison.
Direct it to police. Very important.
No, the police will need to question, but they need to get a different police, to go into this and investigate this matter.
All right. Let me bring up Chris. Chris is going to ask his
sister, please. How often do you call the police? Sorry, sir. How often do you call police out on your Twitter, on your Instagram? Make a special post for the police. How often do you do that? Do you do that?
Somebody said the girls were attacked the low shoes. Do you have anything to say about that?
No, I didn't. I have nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with that. Harrison tried to put that on me. This is the problem.
I'm sorry. Another thing you said that Harrison tried. In your statement, you said Harrison hacked your WhatsApp. You now said Harrison tried to hack your WhatsApp.
Ask him, how did he get my information?
I see.
What are the informations?
You can ask him.
Which are the information, sir?
When he come, ask him. He published my number. He published the contact on my list. Ask him.
So you feel somebody compromise your WhatsApp?
Can you ask him?
No, I mean, this is it's publicly.
No.
You say,
I want you to ask him. Are you happy?
Yes. All right, Chris, over to you. Samaria, thank you so much. Stay on for 1 minute.
Bye.
Do you want to leave?
You can make the rest of your comments on the comment section.
I gotta go.
All right, I'll talk to you. Let me bring Sabio. Chris, go ahead with your questions.
Lucas said something when you guys were on Daddy Prince, like he said. Andrew said, I have a blogger friend that I'm sending all these things to. If anything goes south, he will publish it. Coming in terms of, I will blackmail you. Now, let me say something. Based on what Richard told me. Now, if he is doing all those things, and the same Andrew used Richard's phone to start other people, and still use that same Richard phone to start Richard's friends to say Richard is going to see this guy. Meaning, if Richard did not have escaped, that guy Andrew was starting with would have been arrested. That he's the one that made Richard go missing. You see how innocent people they go crazy sometimes. Now, the thing is, my own is, why is it comfortable sending you all those women NHKEG photos and the video like the one the Ghana girl was lying on his bed with Celine, and take note, to me, psychologically, say something with week no go there again. The wig go come off her head. But the girl was wearing the wig, still comfortable still, and the wig can't cover her two bobby. Now, why is it comfortable sending you those things? Who is the person calling me now? You understand? Why is it comfortable sending you all those things? That is my question.
When you deal with a mind of a psychopath, you will understand exactly what goes on in their head. And I advise you to read some of the books of people with that kind of mental abilities.
Okay.
What you send to people is your responsibility. What they do with it is their responsibility. I often ask myself a question. Go ahead, sir.
Just one quick question. Sorry to interrupt your flow. Did you at any time ever tell him to stop sending you those pictures?
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course. I want you to... Okay, hold on, sir. The police have his WhatsApp, right? The police told me they have his WhatsApp. Not just open WhatsApp. They can access it. Let them go and see my chat with him. And I want you to call Nigerian police to do that. And then you will come back to me to apologize. Because it's like I have become a therapy to this guy. This guy have a GUN. He could have go mentor in that area and take people out. So when somebody needs to talk to you and say this, like when he want to pie himself, he talked to me in the middle of the night. I calm him down. I say, hand over yourself to the police. People deal with different situations different way. Your moral judgment will not be used as my moral compass.
Yeah, but when he's sending you those things, is there any time?
Sending you what?
Please, here, 1 minute, please.
Sending me what? What is he sending me that you know?
The pictures. Like what Richard said, he said I have a blogger friend like 10.
Which picture do you know? You making
the one you posted on your Telegram,
which one?
Two girls, the Ghana girl and Selena, lying on his bed.
Because I
challenged him. The one was screaming, oh my God, oh my God.
Sorry. I challenged him. I said, Rachel, who is Rachel? She showed me, this one stole my watch. I'm like, well, what about the other one? They said it's missing. I just sent the video to Daddy Freeze before this live. I sent it to Daddy Freeze right now. I sent it way before so he can observe it and make it a good judgment about it. You guys have a half information and you go on and complete it. And it's not fair. Do you understand? It is unfair.
All right.
I heard you yesterday and I was laughing like, what's this guy talking about? You cannot tell me when is he sending you all this thing? When is he sending you all this thing? If I was hiding anything, I wouldn't show it to Adotu. I'm like, this is not right. That shows you how concerned I am for the matter to highlight it to the public platform. But instead of looking at the advantage of that, the instigation I brought into the matter, you are looking at me like I need to be the moral compass of Nigerian police and the authority. That have the guy in their hand, in their cell, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they went and give him JUN, backdated it. You have a messed up system that's supposed to be talked about. You are talking about me. And some of you are telling me they will deport me, I'm an accomplice. Let me explain to you, sir. I hope you are listening. I can never be accomplished, and I'm not an accomplice. And you are more than welcome to write petition, to call the Metropolitan Police, to do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. This is a system that works. They punish you for the sin you commit, not the one you didn't commit. So your assumption is on the internet, nothing more. And I don't want to speak to you about this again because I know you are not ready to be open, to be receptive for reality. You have a question and you have an answer. And you're thinking you're going to tag somebody. Not me. Talk to your police.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ben.
Thank you.
I want to first of all really, truly and honestly appreciate you for taking our time to come here to speak. Please just cool down. Please chill.
Because
I'm putting my face.
I understand absolutely well. I have a comment section I have to turn off on my blog, on my personal account, because people come there and throw. Harrison have 2,000 people group chat where he.
I understand. I'm with you. Hold on. Save yourself the stress. Please, can
let's
you
hear
just
him.
yourself?
You see why they chop? Are they chop so that I no go talk? I just want to hear.
Thank you. You're doing well.
Ben, please save yourself some stress. It's the first time you are seeing me and I'm putting my face on this one.
Oh, thank you.
Okay? And what I want to tell you is this. I'm going to stand on the grounds. Yesterday was the first time. I don't know if you watched that video I spoke here on Daddy Freeze. If you have had the opportunity to go through it, there's something I want to say, first of all. I don't know you, but I followed this case closely, and I understand your valid points. So I want to, first of all, appreciate you for taking our time to come live.
Thank you.
Then secondly, I want to let you understand that in every argument, there must always be the louder voice and the lower voice.
Absolutely.
So on this argument, I know personally that I'm on the low voice side. Hold on first, please. I've not said anything. Please, sir. You are very emotional. Yesterday, I made a comment here. I said, even though I understand what you are doing, I'm not too happy. We are all learning. Also know your weak point. Coordination. You know what I mean? You are very emotional. I can tell you are a very emotional person.
I am.
Yeah. So calm down. So what am I trying to say here? Even on this live session, there are many people following me that are commenting right now against me. They are surprised. Like, what is Sabril saying? There are many. But there's one thing I want to tell you. I said to DF yesterday, one thing I'm very sure is that if you have anything to do with Andrew in the wrong way, the Nigerian police have the capacity, the ability to bring you to justice. I'm 100% certain on that one.
Absolutely.
So I'm now wondering, why are we concentrating on what Andrew would have done rather than thinking of this matter? What can we do now? What is the true situation of things? What can come? How can Andrew help?
Oh, Ben,
Ben, please. Sorry, I'm mistaking your name. Sorry, man. Thanks for that. How can Ben help at this point to be able to, see what, the way you started initially? Because initially, I believe you came in because you were concerned for those two girls.
Yes.
So somehow, this whole issue have been moved to people just blaming either Ben or few people want to blame Harrison, which is wrong. Let us focus. 2 people are missing right now. Those missing people, whether they are alive or they are deleted, we need closure. We want to know what really happened.
Absolutely.
I want to appreciate you because it was you coming into this case. If not, this case would have been long dead. That is the truth. Even if anybody want to accept it or not. When you came into this case,
That was why this case is still lingering on. Because in my own personal observation, those set of police, the bad eggs that came, their mission was to end this case. And their mission was to end this case by completely deleting Andrew and shutting down the entire matter. So I am not here. I have questions for you, but I want to put a platform before I go to my questions. So I want to please appeal to you. The questions that I'm going to ask you, my brother, I'm asking you between God and man from a sincere heart.
Yes.
Trust me, I'm asking you from a sincere heart. I have nothing against you. So answer it with openness.
Go ahead, sir.
And if you don't choose to answer, just respond in a respectful way. I'm respecting you. So this is my question. Thank you very much. I'm not going to answer any question concerning what you would have done. I'm not here for that. So the question I want to ask you is this. I know this whole thing started from when you met one justice or so you went to drop in the airport. I heard that from you. And you showed the justice the picture or something, and he contacted Harrison. And from there, Harrison got involved in this matter and all that. Is it true, first, that there was a search in Andrew's house by a group of policemen before the second set of policemen came coming from Abuja? Is it true, yes or no? You don't need to elaborate. Was there a search? Would you put your bet on yes or no? Andrew was arrested before by the Abba.
There was a search.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
Search.
Thank you. Search. The reason I asked you that question is because if there was a search in that house by a group of policemen, I don't think there would be any phone that would be on top of that AC.
There was 30 police officers.
Okay.
30. And I have 30 them. They are 30. That includes, you can call them out. 30 police from Abia anti-kidnapping team. Abba and Umaya combined operation. They spent over 7 hours in the building. Over 7 hours in the building. So they did search. Okay. When I mean thorough search, they have a video. Do you see what I have? Those kids are right. They have a video of the search they carried out.
Yeah, tell yourself the straight. You've answered the question. Yeah. That's all I want to know. That question you just answered brings me to a point when I was analyzing this thing that there is no way police will search a house like that for hours. And another set of police will come and will now find phone on top of AC. That means the police that went there before, they must be the dumbest human being I've ever seen in my life. Okay? That's number one. Then two, question I want to ask you. When these police that claim from the IG, from Abuja, in all honesty, you don't have the facts because you're not a police officer.
No,
but in your opinion, hold on.
I just wanted to announce to you that Harrison is on ground and is going to join us now. His plane landed in Lagos. So if you're watching on YouTube, on Facebook, anywhere, Harrison is going to join. B.O., please hold your question 1 second. Chris, is there anything you want to say? Can I remove you and bring Harrison? Chris?
Yeah, I would like to go. I would like to go, but let me just answer Sir Ben again. Sorry. See, I still say this, and I'll say this anytime, anything. 100 people can search a property, and they will not see what 5 people will say. That is why sometimes when a crime happens, like in the US that you are, what the police cannot see, some people still go and contact what they call private investigators. They go beyond what the police did not see. So it doesn't mean 100 people enter here, they must search everywhere. There are common places you can search, where 100 people go search, they don't see. So I am just stating that fact. 5 people can come and search where the 100 people I might not go. One person just come and say, phone here. I don't want to clear that part. You don't bank on say 100 people search somewhere, they don't see anything. It means say why 10 people can't search, they can't wait 100 people.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
At the place, I will go off so that Harrison can join.
All right, God bless you.
All right.
So
while you are bringing
Harrison,
when Harrison come, I will stop.
okay,
But keep
continue.
bringing in Harrison.
Yeah, all right.
So my second question, sir, is this, my brother. I know, in my own opinion, I don't have the facts, and I know you don't have the facts yet. I want to believe that the set of police that came were actually. Do you have the facts that they were really sent by the IG of police?
I doubt it.
Thank you. The reason I asked this question...
Can I elaborate, please?
Go ahead, please.
In what I understand is, if IG of police send for transfer of a suspect, there will be maybe 5 police officers, and it's a fast thing, and it will be sponsored by the police federation. They will move the suspect. Neither they use the contingents in that state to transfer the suspect directly to the state. Directly from the airport, they will do close protection all the way to the IG office where they need to interview the suspect before they lock him up. So the idea of traveling 4 days on the road, sleeping in a hotel, eliminate any justification that IG send these guys. And the letter does not look, the letter say unknowing. I got the letter. The letter that they used, it said unknowing person on allegation of kidnap. So it doesn't add to me, and this is why the police must investigate it. And this is what I'm calling the police for, because it doesn't add up. Logically, it doesn't add up. Forget about our personal feeling. It doesn't add up.
Yes, I would agree with you on that 100%, because this is to save our country's reputation. I don't like it. We know the police is not good, but sometimes people on social media, they lie to bring the police down. I don't think, do you know what is the office of the Inspector General of Police? That the Inspector General of Police will give order that they bring a suspect before him. They don't even need to send somebody from Abuja. The DPO will wear uniform, he will ready, go airport, carry that person, go drop him with his own hand. So this is something I raised the question where I have my suspicion. So I think in this regard, a very good way to really dig the foundation of this problem, because here's my opinion. I believe that Andrew would have said some facts that people would have heard under the police if he had really gone to Abuja. So this is my opinion. I believe that those police came to terminate him. Okay? The reason is they came to terminate so that this guy will not say the facts. Okay? Now, if that is true, we need to know who sent those police. Because the answer lies between who brought those police over to Aba and the missing girls. Then the third question before this guy comes, because I'll go to the most important question.
Yes, go ahead.
My friend.
Don't worry, keep asking your questions. Harrison is trying to get his baggage. I'm following up with him. I'm chatting to him. His plane has landed, but he's still on the plane waiting to collect his bag. So we can keep the conversation going. I'll just be updating you.
Thank you, sir. So now, but since I have that one on my lips, let me just quickly pour it out. I know definitely, I said it yesterday, we all have friends. I said it publicly. I said I have friends that I can say, when it comes to this issue, I can stand for them, not that I can swear for them. I have friends that also have maybe 1 or 2 shortcomings. And you have said in your own words that you know that Andrew has some, woman or character issues with women, So I want to ask you this question. This question is not a conclusive answer. If you were to stake a bet today, regardless of whatever Andrew must have told you, let's say somebody come to you and say, I want to stake a bet, where will you put your bets concerning where those girls would be? I am not saying that is where they are, but what will be your belt? Because this is what we do in the US. When we are investigating something, we bring relatives and people who know how that person behaves. We use it to narrow down. It doesn't really mean that would be the right answer. Do you understand? So if, for instance, you want to help the family, forget how people have mistreated you. Let's just assume you see Celine's mother today crying, oh, your leg, and he's crying. And I know you are a very emotional person. You will start crying. I know you. I can see your heart.
I will.
If you see Celine's mother kneel down in front of you crying right now, just imagine it. I want to shed tears as I'm asking you this question.
Yes.
If they ask you, give us just 2 or 3 tips, not like it's a must, so it's not like it's a must. Where will your guests be? Tell me, please.
When you say something like this, it weaks me because I'm a very emotional guy. I could be very lousy, but I'm very emotional. And when I look at the first picture, I almost cried in the car with Adetun. I felt so sad. I'm like, this is sad. I felt so bad. I'm like, no, we have to do something about this. And in my heart of heart, I thought Andrew harmed this guy. I was 100% because first of all, he want to take his own, he want to pie himself. Then I'm like, maybe he has done undoable that he want to pie himself. Then I asked him several questions. What happened? Did you do anything to this? He said nobody. And I know his language. He always say nobody. I didn't do it. He denied it, like literally. But for me, when I come live on that first day with Harrison, I was 100% that this guy did it. But when I look at this, the situation unfolding, I begin to question things in a way that at the moment, I will tell you, those police officers have more answer than I have about whereabouts of these girls. Because I do not believe that there will be a human remain in the community for 30 days. 30 days. We are from Nigeria. I don't believe there will be a human remain in the community for 30 days and nobody raise alarm and people don't gather there and somebody go there and open it and say there's no hand and cover it back. It's literally impossible. Then when you look at all the lies that are coming from the officer, the delay, the method they use, the method of execution of Andrew in a Benue, the way they basically manage not to damage the body of the car. The glasses was managedly damaged with a block. The bullet holes are not in the body of the car. It does give you some kind of hope that maybe these guys were playing a game. And let me tell you something. I spoke to one of the officers on this phone here. One of the officers told me that Celine's phone was found in Andrew's house on the 3rd. And I got it on the record. I said, what did you say? He said, Celine's phone. He told me, I know he may be listening to me. Sorry, I recorded you, sir. And I'm sorry about it. The officer asked me if I am recording this. I said, no, but I pick it up. Because that is a very vital information. Celine's phone that was supposed to be ringing in Owerri, you found it in Andrew's house. And this vital information was not disclosed to the public on the 3rd when you guys went to that house. It's a travesty.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Actually, you answered that question, to be honest. You answered the question to the best of your ability. And if I hear you clearly, you said that if you were to stake your belt, you would definitely bet that probably the girls were harmed in Andrew's heart. Which, in that case, leads me to one question. However, you are saying that even if that was true, if I hear you clearly, you are saying even if that was true, the officer but they were aware or maybe they'd gotten some information about that, but they still just wanted to abuse the system or something like that. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is, let me repeat myself again in case of the media that will pick it up. Please, it's very important because this is a very important puzzle in this investigation.
Yes.
What I say is this. If I believe before Andrew Pye that he did it 100%, I am no longer in that belief. I am now.
I understand your point.
I'm now between. Do I believe the Umaya police that investigated it and said this girl were not self-kidnapped, or do I
Yes,
did
now.
it and who did it? So what are the hands of these police officers? What is their stake?
That's what we are saying. Because of the bad behavior of the police.
So, and why is Andrew so comfortable to hang out with the police for 4 days?
Yes.
It doesn't make any logical conclusion for me.
But I want to explain this to you, my brother, in case if you don't know, just so you know, we are both Nigerians by origin.
Yes.
You know, one thing I will tell you is this. Yesterday, I discussed this matter with a very senior citizen. Before I call somebody a senior citizen, you will be above 75.
Which is serious, yeah.
And yes, and what he told me was that police will never buy Andrew because of 1.5 million, that the money is too small.
No.
So, hold on first. So, that is to portray your facts, the statement you've made. I get it. I understand your frustration about the way police behave and all that kind of stuff. They might have even discovered that the guests were no more, but they still want to do what they need, collect money and do whatever. And it's still possible that whatever, you know. So, I haven't answered that question. The next question is this. You know, I know my friends, I know people they hang out with, okay? I know people that they can call to help them in situations. Now, I know the reason why Andrew was calling you, at least. I know one of the reasons. I might not know all. And one of the reasons is because Andrew saw you as a voice. When I mean voice, because correct me if I'm wrong, he knows that you have maybe your social media or, you know, news person or something like that. At least if there would be, he didn't expect to buy, but, you know, sometimes we want to tell somebody something. We want somebody who can speak for us if we are not there tomorrow, or if we are inside prison or something. So with that being said, I know that you know people who are, at least not everybody, few persons that are associated with Andrew and every other friends he keeps, or, you know, workers and all that. If police come to you, not this time, not the woman, oh, I'm saying police. Imagine the IG of police gives you the honor today and say to you that, listen, I'm your father, you are my son, I take my rank on this question.
Help us solve this puzzle, yeah?
Let them buy you a ticket and come. I guarantee you, nothing will happen to you. If they ask you today that within the Andrews environment when he was living in that house, and you name, you don't need to give their name, you can name the position. Can you name two more than likely persons that if Andrew right now need help, let's say somebody help me lift something very heavy, you understand me? And only he could not lift it, but he need help for somebody to help him lift that thing. Who do you think he will call?
Oh,
don't call names, so
I know this
just
is very,
mention maybe friend, worker, or whoever.
This is a very simple question that you are asking.
Yes.
So let's put ourselves in our own domestic home now, and see what do we do. And this is where the investigation is supposed to be thorough, because when an investigation comes, what you do is look at the immediate environment, that immediate connection, and then you extend it a little bit, then you extend it, you branch it out. By the time you do that, you get the circle involved. You understand? So,
correct.
To be honest, I think without even naming anything, we all know who police are supposed to have been questioning in that immediate time. And I don't know if they do, because the
No. You've answered all questions very well, but to be honest, on this one, you did 50-50. My brother, you have been doing very well.
I want to answer, because this is a very, very intelligent question you are asking. And I'm not going to put anybody on a hot spot. I know if I'm an investigator, I know what I would do.
No, you can say, okay, can I tell you something, sir? Sorry, I'm not mean to cut you.
Let me ask you.
The answer I wanted was this. Hold on.
If you are the suspect and I'm investigating you, what I do, I will make sure your last 50 calls, I go through it. Your driver, I go through it. Your cook, I go through it. Your messages, I go through it. If you go through all these things, I guarantee you, if you do it, I will get a clue. Or if there's anything to be looked at. So those are and I believe the police know these things, so I don't need to tell them their job. So I believe they've done it, and I believe they're doing it. So let us urge the police to do the needed. It's very important.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that answer you gave. You know, I know you were not more specific, but it's okay. We'll take it. I wanted some specifics.
You are an investigator. Trust me.
No. See the specifics I wanted, bro.
Yes.
I wasn't trying to say you should name anybody. What I wanted was, I'll give you an example. Let's say me and you, we are friends today, right? Mm-hmm. You know my home living situation. I know your home living situation. Let's say you know I'm a married man. Example, I'm not saying I am. Example, let's say I'm a married man. You know I'm very close to my wife or something. And they ask the question, if Sabio was in a problem today, who will he call? And you already noticed that I'm very close to my wife, right?
That will be number
You're
one.
going to say, number one, he more than likely either he called the wife or he called one of his friends. I don't want to mention his name, but that is friend with him. They're very close. Am I making sense?
Absolutely.
So that was what I was expecting, like, because for instance, I might be Oga driver. Oga Pinonsi trust me like that. So it's different between who is close to you.
Exactly.
You know, for you to do anything. Yes, now I can be Oga driver, but I'm not really confidential. You know, you can have one friend that people around the house don't really know, but you yourself know that, last time I went to Nigeria, there was this guy was telling me about that anytime I want to go do bad thing, I mean, I go with that man, that particular guy. That's what I was expecting. Like, okay, I will suspect a friend, but I won't mention him, that he might call the friend. Not like the friend is aware, but maybe
I can
friend.
tell you, those that know Andrew in that community, he is a complete loner. Forget about all the affluence. He's a loner. A loner is a loner, stay in his office, do his business all day long, and then catch his phone at home. He doesn't go out. That is not people don't know this thing. He doesn't go out. He likes to invite people to his place. That's what he does. So, but the problem is this. I expect anti-kidnapping unit, as big as that name is, to do all the thorough search of any link within that space of a time, and eliminate suspect, then question mark suspect, eliminate suspect, question mark suspect, bring suspect in, indict suspect. So I expect them to do it, and I believe they do it. Let me not just put them out like they are not doing their job. Because as you said earlier, 30 cops cannot come into your house and spend 6 hours and they don't do a thorough search. That would be an indictment on the whole state department. Like, how did you guys go into that building and 2 curtains is missing in the living room? Not a small curtain. One of the largest curtains are missing, and you did not see it. What were you seeing?
All right. It's okay. Thank you for that. This other question is retrieved from your statement, not today.
Go ahead.
It's a statement that you made in the past.
Go ahead.
You've been very consistent. You see, I've watched your videos, and one way that I can see sincerity is consistency of a story. Okay? So in one of your videos, you have said that, which we all know that this happened in Nigeria, okay? Most people today that are friends to police in Nigeria, they are only friends to police because they've entered problem before. Like me, I'm not a friend to police in Nigeria. You know why? I have not had police problem in Nigeria. Okay? If you have police problem in Nigeria today, the same thing, and I'm saying this on public media. In fact, I have somebody that I knew way back that EFA, I don't want to mention their full name. You know what is EFA?
I know.
They came to carry that man years ago. After today, he's the one arresting people with EFA. In fact, if you have EFA problem, he's the one to call that will solve that problem for you. Because
it created this connection inside,
It created this connection inside. So with that being said, I totally agree with you that when
Andrew.
What is his name? When Andrew started dealing with the police, he made some internal contentions, contact.
Absolutely.
And one of the contacts statement you made struck me somehow. You said in one of your statements that even one of the police women
Yes.
Harrison, what do you call him? Andrew had an affair.
Yes.
With one of the officers.
Yes, and I
in that case,
loud, yeah.
Yes. In that case, when you have an affair like that with an officer, that is highly emotional. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if someone says to you today, this statement, that if this guy had problem that very day, like maybe mistakenly hit any of the girls, even without intention of really deleting them,
who can clean it?
Let us picture a scenario, and something out of the ordinary happened. Do you think it would be out of place to say Andrew would call that his police emotional person to come clean the dirty job?
I wouldn't say, but it's not out of proportion in that kind of scenario. But I wouldn't say, so it's not out of proportion. Because
Yes. So,
but that's why ethical is very important. The reason why in every institution you are advised not to deal with a suspect in that kind of close proximity, personal relationship. There has to be a professional barrier, and once you cross that, there can be compromise, and you can see Andrew have had multiple compromise. People have compromised their position in that state when they give him when they gave him a GUN. That guy should never be given, and he said it. Listen, a lot of people think this guy only sent me some, He sent me article. He sent me GUN and said, look at these people. They gave me GUN. Look at it. They backdated it. And all this kind of, you understand? So I'm not in this country at this also time. Look at it. Oh, I was stopped today in Aba. And then they caught me, and then I paid them money, and they gave me back. They gave me back my GUN. So all this kind of revelation, he sent it to me in his anticipation that I can publish it. You understand? Because for him, he believed my blogger friends. So I got Daddy Freeze. Somebody threatened me. I'm like, I'm sending it to Daddy Freeze. But it doesn't mean I'm sending it to Daddy Freeze. I can say, I know Daddy Freeze. He's got a big platform. So if you threaten me, I will send your stuff to him. I will review your secret to. It's a natural thing for people. In natural, especially
we get that.
With his mentality, he used that a lot against his victims. But obviously, I am never anticipate of doing that, and he knows I wouldn't do that anyway. So my website is a clean website, and it's not meant to be a blackmailer for anybody.
Yeah. So thank you, Mr. Ben. The last question I will ask before I leave, Daddy Freeze, thank you for your patience. This will be my last question. Okay. And the reason why I have to leave, Daddy Freeze knows everybody get where they get daily bread. So this is the internet. Right now, I'm supposed to be doing my daily bread remotely. And I had to shut out my system because, I can say I was doing this during my break time. So now, the final question I want to ask you is this. Do you know why Andrew named his company Black Sheep?
It's gonna be a long story if I tell you what I think is behind his thinking for that. Okay, that is another story for another day. The ideas where Nigerian got the black sheep from, I don't buy it. I don't believe in superstition. I don't believe in things like that. I'm not involved with it, and I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going to go into that area. I want you to understand the history of this guy. He was rejected as a child, adopted by a Nigerian woman, grew up, met his adopted mom, rejected again, gone back to Nigeria again, then rejected in the system. His company is used to call Gas Team. Gas Team.
That's what I was going to ask.
His company is Gas Team. So when he fall, he named his new company in the UK, which is registered in Company House, as Black Sheep. So Black Sheep of the family. Would you think it could be something like that? So Black Sheep. So I see a lot of people doing narrative. His Jeffrey West shoe. Daddy Freeze, Jeffrey West shoe, which is expensive British brand made in Northampton here. So Andrew is a brand ambassador to that company in Northampton. So he buy a lot of these shoes. This shoe is not really my style, but that is his style. Very, very like leather. So a lot of people are writing on the internet, this shoe is Black Sheep shoe. So the narrative is just
I understand.
Makes sense for me. So, not gonna talk. I want reality to be out there and emotionally out of it. Yes.
All right. I wish you best of luck, my brother.
I know
for
a
now.
lot because the guy is 11 years my friend in this community. And when he's in this community, he wasn't like fighting people. Because if you do it, you go to jail in this country. So
okay, can I ask you a favor just before I leave, please? Mm-hmm. It's a personal favor.
Go ahead.
That if I have in a room one-on-one with you, I won't have allowed the public to even hear this favor I want to ask for you. But I'm the kind of person that I will not ask you to write me privately. So let me just ask you this favor publicly.
I will do that.
So the favor I'm asking from you is this. Please try to reduce emotions. I know
I'm an emotional guy.
Hold on, let me finish now. I understand. You are still displaying it. I've never asked you. So you hold on. So the favor I want to ask you is this. Whatever be the case, please try no matter what not to be too personal with Harrison. Okay?
Yes.
I understand that whatever might have happened, both of you may have some differences here, but I just want to tell you this. Listen, my brother. And later you're going to attack me, not now, years to come. You said that guy told you this.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sometimes you might be saying something, many people, it will look as if the whole world is against you. And if you comprehend about that too much, it will affect you, and you even lose guard and give you turn to who you are not somehow.
Absolutely.
It's only people watching you that will be thinking of that. So I want you to believe something. Just the same way I believe when I started and said, I don't know you, but I still say it, that I know that, God forbid, if you have a hand, definitely the police will know. So therefore, also have this belief that if you are telling people something, whether they accept it now or not, take this as a consolation. No need to attack another person. A time will come, if it is true, we will see it. Trust me.
We are in the media world, sir. And then if you don't defend yourself, somebody will take you for your
No, I didn't say you should not defend yourself. I'm saying, please, there's a difference between defending yourself and now, because if you are not saying you don't want to investigate something, police is doing their job, and maybe you are trying to point out fault from the other man, and Harrison is trying to point, the same Harrison will do the same thing. He's going to watch this. Trust me. I believe he will watch this playback, or if he come here or whatever. So this advice is not just for you. I'm just saying that both of you should help us and help Nigerians. Because the devil, not devil like devil Christianity, or not there for that one. When I mean devil, the bad egg in this matter,
they want to spoil
is bringing a distraction from the main point of this matter. Because I've never seen a society that two persons are still missing till today. You understand? Till today, that the police of that state, they are not giving us media briefing on a daily basis. They are supposed to be giving media briefing. So please, just try and, and just take it easy. Then for my people in the comment section, those coming in, I want you to know one thing. Even if you have your doubts about this gentleman here, for now, it is common wisdom to allow this man to continue what he's doing. You can still be watching him with a little doubt. It doesn't mean you are a fool. Do you understand me? But coming to be attacking him, going to his comment section, your man no go settle down, you no go touch ground, you no go do this. You are not helping the family of those girls. Please, let us help the family of those girls. Let us help the family of these girls, because I believe that if at the end of the day, Mr. Andrew and Mr. Harrison can come together again somehow, or Mr. Harrison and the police come together, or Mr. Andrew and the police.
No, Mr. Ben and Harrison.
Mr. Ben, and the police come together. It will be a better fight instead of them fighting each other. So, Daddy Freeze, thank you very much. I'll be in the background watching. I have to round up before I log out for the day. Trust me, I'm also emotional like you. If there is urgent need, I see anything, I will message you guys. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Good evening.
Thank you. Before you say anything, I want to say something to Sabio. Thank you for bringing maturity and wisdom to the platform today, because I'm not a judge, I'm not an executioner, I'm not even a trained lawyer. So the only thing I can offer is a platform where people can meet, interact, converse, and share ideas and opinions. And if we all started with bag, boo, 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 we will not get anything said. So thank you, Sabio. Thank you for that. This lady also has a question. You are going to make it quick because Rachel also has a question. So I have Rachel. Rachel, send me a DM if you are watching. Send me a DM. Let me bring you on. My dear sister, I'm going to give you exactly 3 minutes.
Why is it my son that?
Don't be angry because there are so many people lining up.
Okay, so I'll start from the bottom, because I've been listening to the conversations and I've been picking some things from the conversation. But let me start from the very top. I don't know if you remember, Mr. Ben. You said Andrew told you that the girls left his house. And yes. I've never heard that before. This is my first time hearing it.
I've been saying it. Maybe you haven't followed it. I've said it every day. Yeah.
Okay, so
he told the police the same thing as well.
Okay, so yeah. You also said that you brought light to this issue. I'm not here to argue who brought light or not, but I just want to put it straight that the very first time we heard about this issue was from Harrison, not from you. And Harrison has more audience than you have. So even if I don't know if you actually contributed to some of the investigation or you brought some information to light, I also want you to know that Harrison, he tends to have more audience. People really heard it from Harrison before I think where we started noticing you was the call with just Adeton or so. But moving forward, I want to ask some questions.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. You said that you've been friends with Harrison for 11 years now. So, have you guys ever hung out before, with some friends, family, close relatives, or anybody of such?
You mean in the UK?
I don't know, in the UK, anywhere at all.
No, in the UK. Since he moved to Nigeria, I think I've only seen him a couple of times. So, but in the UK, we meet. He has a family, has a kid, has a life, has a business. So all these late life crises that he encountered in Nigeria, he has the trouble, but he will manage it here. So because the system will never allow you to be.
Okay, so I also want to ask a question too. You said Andrew has a business and all of those. I understood where you said he has a company before he moved to Nigeria in the UK. But in the last 2 years, do you have can you tell us the job that Andrew does in Nigeria? And does he have a office aside the office because I understand that they discovered a office in his house? Aside that office, is there any other office that he has outside of his house? And if no, do clients go to his office to meet him? Does he entertain visitors in his office? I want to know.
So, if I understand what his business was in Nigeria, he set up a gambling company over there. So he got staff. So when they go through the account, I will leave that one for the investigators. So when they go through the account, they will see it anyway. So I think he's got his business there, and he came back home with money. So if you come back to Nigeria with money, it will sustain you.
Okay, so the only business that you know about is
the business I know that he does.
You know that he does. Yes. And is the business under the Black Sheep Group name or something, or does he have another? Does the company have another name?
The Black Sheep name?
Still the Black Sheep name.
That is this company's name.
That's the company's name. Wow.
Yes.
I've heard about different betting company, but I've never heard about.
No, the Black Sheep is a company registered in the UK.
Oh.
So when you register a company in the UK, listen, when you register a company, for example, if I have a Bitcoin company now and I'm trading the Bitcoin, I could trade anywhere. I could be in Dubai, I'll be trading. I could be in Atlanta, I'll be trading. So as long as you have your laptops and you have a computer, you do your trading. So if you have staff that are trading on your behalf, you just coin them and they trade on your behalf anywhere you are. So he was trading. So
I have to pass because I have a lot of questions. So will you ever at any time consider yourself to be Andrew's best friend or closest?
No, I have never considered myself as a best friend. I consider him as a friend.
Oh, okay. Okay, so does Andrew currently have a wife or something?
He's single when he came back to Nigeria.
He's single, and he has been in Nigeria since the last how many years?
What do you read about him so far?
I don't know. I've not read anything about him.
You should have read something about him. I advise you to go read something about him.
But you are here by his friend, and you
been there since 2021. But I don't want you to read something about him, follow the news, and then understand the pattern of the man that you want to talk about. Yeah.
So if you don't want to answer some questions, that's fine. So
there's nothing not to answer.
Okay, you talked about Andrew being a rejected child, adopted. So I want to know, where was he rejected? Was he born in Nigeria? Was he rejected in Nigeria? Where was he adopted?
Please.
Where adopted parents? Does he have any siblings currently? Or
I'm not in position, for the respect of his family, I'm not in position to discuss that. So if you want to reach out to his family, you go ahead and reach out to his family.
Keep your questions, my sister, about Andrew.
Yes, don't go into his family because they are also mourning and they are also thinking about their loved one.
Okay,
yes.
That's fine. So you said that there was a discussion here about the police going to search Andrew's house. That you said about 30 police went to search his house before,
yes.
And they did not find a phone.
Yes.
Now I believe there was an old video of you saying that the Aba police, I think, Aba or Abia police, I don't know. You said they withheld Andrew for about, I don't know, couple of days. And
2 weeks. 2 weeks, not couple of days, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, they claimed that the girls, it was allegedly self-kidnapped, right?
Did I say it?
I'm just asking.
So, did I say it?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
So, where did you have that one from?
I don't know. It's all over the internet. It was even said.
Maybe you should verify from the internet.
It was also said in this very life. I'm not here to fight with anybody.
No. It's not a fight. But I want you to go get your information right.
All right, sir. Moving forward. Furthermore, it was said on this live. And again, finding the phone, another police coming to find the phone there. I'm not surprised because this is somebody that has been in custody for 2 weeks in Aba police people, and they went to his house to look for a phone. People that claim that the girls actually kidnapped themselves. Mm-hmm. So I don't expect them to also go and search the house properly to see phone there. If
Ben,
like girls,
sorry, my sister. Ben, I need you to do me a favor. Harrison can't join because you blocked him.
Me blocked Harrison?
Yes.
Me?
Or he...
Never.
Must be a mistake.
I never block him. I haven't seen him on my timeline for a while, so I haven't blocked him, never blocked him.
Okay, check and unblock him. If not, I won't be able to bring him live.
I guarantee you, I don't block people like that. No, Harrison, why would I block him?
Okay, because he can't come live.
Let me check. I didn't block him, no. He actually blocked me, I believe so.
Okay. Hello, Harrison. If anybody blocks anybody else, they will not be able to come to the live. So please unblock Ben. Or this lady, did you block Harrison at any point?
No, sir.
Okay.
What's your name? Maybe I blocked you.
Oh.
Not her.
No.
If you blocked her, she will not be able to come.
So, No, I didn't block Harrison.
Or maybe what I can do is close the
Harrison is
live and bring you back again, just you and Harrison. My dear sister, can I bring you back
Okay,
much
that's fine
later
then. Yeah,
so I
yeah.
can bring Harrison now?
All right, sir, no problem.
Okay. Okay, Harrison is here. Don't worry, no need to go. He can see me now.
Now I just follow him back now, so obviously I think he unblocked now, so I just follow him.
All right, all right. So continue your questioning. Let Harrison join us.
Okay, sir. Another thing that I want to ask. In the beginning of this case, you said you were scared. Good evening, Harrison. Welcome.
Harrison has joined us live.
The police.
I wasn't scared of the police. I don't trust them. What do you mean scared?
You don't trust them. Okay,
Yes.
sorry. I'm not putting my words correctly. You said you don't
Yes.
trust them. Because you also mentioned that you were scared of Harrison and that, sorry, I said Harrison, Andrew, sorry. And that if you will not be able to come to Nigeria because you don't know somebody.
I wasn't scared of Andrew. Just let me explain. Don't put words in my mouth, please.
Explain, sir.
I wasn't scared of Andrew. I know the potential of betraying people. If you betray me, and I can turn it on you. So I know the potential of betraying people when you trust people.
Okay.
Do you understand? So I know once you understand the repercussion of betraying people, then you're very careful, especially when you're dealing with a system that is not right.
Okay, sir. You said you know the repercussion of betraying people.
Yes.
Personally, I will only be scared of betraying someone when I know that they have something on me. If they don't have something on me, I would not be scared to betray them. And that's not betray. That's not betraying somebody.
That is your wisdom. That's your wisdom. That's your wisdom.
Okay. So, you said that the first girl stole because the day that Rachel was on live, Rachel was on this live, and you were on this live asking questions. I was also on this live, and you mentioned that there was a girl that stole Andrew's wristwatch. Right? And again, you now said another girl, another of his victims, also stole his wristwatch. And Rachel now countered you that Andrew keeps telling you, if you claim that Andrew is telling you these things, Andrew keeps telling you the same story. Like, and how are you able to believe that the first person stole?
I don't.
And another
I don't believe it.
Okay. Let me just
calm down. I don't believe it.
But on that day, yes. That's what you said on that day.
That's what he said. That's what I said. But I don't believe it.
Okay, no problem. So,
you need to go and watch my video. I have 4-hour video on intensively on all of the stuff. So if you can watch it, you watch it.
When Andrew was telling you all
I'm not going to answer no question from you again.
Okay, sorry, sir. My very last question. But if you don't want to answer it, it's fine.
Okay. Let me move to Harrison now. We don't have much time, and I don't have much battery.
I'm on the road.
Harrison is on the road. Let's not waste our time here. Can I talk, please, sir?
Go ahead, sir.
All right, my dear sister, please.
Not aware. He doesn't
please.
understand what's going on. So he just asked him. She wrote it. If you understand, you don't need to write it. So go back and watch the video from the beginning and watch what has happened. Then you can come and ask me a question. You don't write. You need to know the fact.
Okay, my dear sister, please, so as not to waste the time.
Please.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Thank you for coming. God bless. We have Harrison here. And I don't want to waste time. He's been on a flight. He's tired. I don't want to burn him out. I want to be able to get the best from both of them. Harrison, greet Ben. Ben, greet Harrison.
Good evening, Daddy Freeze.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Ben.
Hi, brother. How are you? How was your flight?
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Now, please, this is a neutral ground. Nobody is judging you, any one of you. Forget the comment section. If they get too toxic, I'll turn them off. We need this as a medium to express ourselves. I need to hear from you, Harrison, and I need to hear from you, Ben. If you've noticed, Ben, throughout, I don't think I asked more than one question, and it was just a very quiet question.
I've had the table down for almost an hour something now also.
Yes. So I'm not here to pass judgment. I'm just here to bring clarity. My concerns are, one, where are Celine and Afiba? Bide or alive, I want to know where they are. If they don't buy me, we know say I hear their day. If they are alive, me we know say I hear their day. Two, what happened with Ben? Who as with Andrew? Who buyed Andrew and why? That's the second question I want to ask. And that is what I hope will bring clarity to this. Third question, was Andrew working alone or did he have accomplices? And that is all I want to get answers for, so that this investigation can be made easier even for the police who are doing the investigation. So thank you all. Thank you, Harrison. Thank you for honoring my invite despite your very busy schedule. And thank you, Ben, too. So over to the two of you. Harrison, Ben has been talking. Is there anything you'd like to say? Let's start with you.
First, I want to start from where I took up the case. I did not jump into the case because I want to do a case or anything. Secondly, all my pages are not monetized, so that people will not feel maybe I have large followers, and I can easily give out my account to monetize my page. So I'm not using the case to make money or to trend on social media. That's number two. The only account I have monetized is my ex account, and if you check on these cases, I have not been able to post about the cases on X, aside Facebook and Instagram, right? And again, from the beginning, I don't know Ben from anywhere. I've never met him from any. I've not met him, you know. And what happened? Why I was against Ben from the beginning was because he knew that his friend, his bestie Andrew, is someone who cannot be with women. He knew from day one, because Andrew was in the same city with Ben in the UK. When he did what he did, and he came back to Nigeria. So Ben knew who Andrew was. Even when Andrew was in Nigeria, committed so many things he committed, Ben also is aware of it too. So, and Ben, as a journalist that he claimed that he is, I've not seen certificates. I have checked all his profile to know who he is. Because after, when a case happens, you try to check to see who this person truly is. I've not checked anywhere to see either Ben is a journalist or a blogger. I want to know the one he is, because I don't know. So now he has details about Andrew's, cases in Nigeria, and he kept quiet. Not just that, Andrew was comfortable sending him videos of these women in their vulnerable state, and he did nothing. In the first video he made with Just Adiotu, I forgot how they pronounce her name, he made mention of how Andrew has been sending him those videos, and because he was scared of the authorities, that he could not report Andrew or anything. That was what he said on that first video. You can go back to the face and go and watch that video, and then come back and then know if I'm lying or not. That was the period I was angry that how can this man know about this, his friend who has done this now, and he could not report authorities. As a journalist, you should be able to know how to put out information to the system for them to enable them hold this man down. So I feel not even because I feel that he was part of the people that enabled Andrew for him to have continued committing everything he has committed. Now, he said on his live video too that Andrew threw down a girl, Alexin, from upstairs, and she broke her spinal cord. Yeah. I even thought maybe the girl, on my own, I thought maybe the girl fell down on her own or was trying to run away and she jumped down. Ben said Andrew threw that girl from the upstairs. And the police in Port Harcourt, handled the case somehow, took money, and the girl was sprayed. The girl was paid money. The girl told me that her lawyer collected 2 million naira over that case, and Andrew was there too. You spoke with the girl? Yes, I spoke with the girl.
And I'm even trying to bring the girl live on this program so that she can also say some few things connecting you and Andrew together. Now, again, these are the issues that I have with Ben. Then, on the second thought, when Ben now said police took money from Andrew to aid his escape, I became more interested. Because at the beginning, I was not looking at the angle of police collecting money, police killing, buying Andrew. We were looking at how to get these two girls. That is where I was focused on. How can we get these two girls? Where are they? Because the family contacted me, gave me a mandate to continue the matter, which I have a letter with me. And that was where the point we were looking at. So if officers from the IR looking at took Andrew to Abuja followed me to the scene or followed me to anywhere to go look for the girl, I was looking for results. How do we get these girls? Until someone called me and said that they are decomposed, some body somewhere in Ava, in Obo Hill. And we went there, and if you go to that community and ask them, they will tell you yes, that the body has been there for almost a month plus. So it's only not manufactured and go and put there by anybody. You understand? So that's just it. So for me, when I heard Ben say that police took money, I became more interested because for years I have been fighting against police extortion and police brutality. That was when I got interested. Then I need to get this fact from Ben. If I show you my WhatsApp conversation, you will see my chat with Ben. On your live video, I requested that I got to connect with him on your live video. That be free. Then he had to tell me off on Instagram. He dropped me his WhatsApp number and we were communicating. And I told him, please send me the screenshot, the evidence of the payments Andrew made to the officers. So like for me, as I'm on ground, let me follow it up to know what really happened. Why was Andrew pie along the line? Did he pay money? Then he gave me some facts, some information. He's here. He gave me. And I told him my strategy I'm going to use to get these guys. I told him. Then, Daddy Prince, I went to Abuja to meet these guys. Over the money collected from Ben, after I've gotten the information, from behind, Mr. Ben was not calling the officers on the phone. Speaking with them, I was kind of like, maybe giving them like, excuse me, let me, yes, you were telling the officers, the one-knock team, you were like, telling them that I have spoke with you. So I was shocked when they told me that Ben, you called them on the phone, you spoke with them on the phone, and you even sent me information. I said, hey, this Ben want to put me in problem because that was a clear setup from you. So I came to your WhatsApp, I have the chat, I was mad. I said, when will you call them? After we discussed on WhatsApp how to get these guys, even you told me to wear, hold on, you told me to wear myself, to put mic on my body, to get information from them. When I was on call with the officers, I told you to record it on your end, which you did. I have the WhatsApp chat, and you went and called them and told them that I am talking to you, and you even sent me some information. That was a clear setup from you. The officers now know that I'm coming towards them.
Harrison.
I'm coming. Let me finish up. Let me round up. No, let me round up.
Please let him round up, then you will be able to talk.
Let me round up. Then, on my own, I have to write to the officer. I said, no. The guy there is working, we are working together to see how to resolve this issue. The money that you collected from Andrew, how much is this? He said it's 1.5 million. I said, with which account? Bring it, I will resolve this matter. But let me have evidence. What I was looking at to get evidence. If not get evidence, there's no way you can prove it that these people collected money. Because they took the money from an account that does not belong to them anywhere. So we got that information. Earlier, Ben told me that his EFCC brother is already fighting to see how to get that account holder. But in less than 24 hours, I got the officer to return the 1.5 million. They brought in 1,470,000 naira. They didn't even give it to me. They gave it to a police officer who took it to Umuahia to give Marvelous, my colleague in Umuahia. Then I said, okay, let's go to Abuja to IG's office to tender it and settle it in this matter. That was what transpired. That was how. So my anger with what happened was that Ben, after we discussed about this money, you have evidence that Andrew gave them money. Give me receipt. If you give me receipt,
Next thing again he did was to go and call the officers and said, Harrison is coming to see you guys. He has evidence and blah, blah, blah. That was set up by him. So that was all.
Okay.
Okay, Ben, would you like to share your side?
Harrison, thank you for that elaboration. When you called me and told me you was going to see, because the police are listening to us right now, and I don't want to be going back and forth with you on this matter. The fact is this, when I told you there was Morrison, when you came under the freeze the first day to narrate what the police told you that happened, how they pie Andrew, you did not narrate the correct story. I corrected it. That was where our disagreement started from. You told the Nigerian people on that night that when Andrew left, when they picked Andrew up from Aba, they were going to Abuja. This is what you told that the freeze on this live. I have the rest.
That was the narration. I wasn't there.
No.
That was
hold on,
them.
please. Hold on.
Please. I made it clear. I said the police told me this.
Yes. This is the story they told you. That this is what they told you. And this is what you in turn told Nigerian people. That they were coming from Aba and when they get to Benue. So there was a breach in the information you gave on that night, especially the night that Andrew was pie. And I didn't hold it against you. I knew that was the information you have. The first thing I told you, I said, these people are trying to use you. Don't be their spokesperson. I said, why is Harrison trying to make himself a spokesperson of the police? The police supposed to answer for themselves. And I rejected it. When you went, okay, are you there?
Yeah.
So I told you, don't make yourself to be used by these people because I know what they've done. Then I begin to emphasize on the money they collected. And I begin to emphasize that they slept in hotel in New York. They slept in hotel in Benue. You was not aware of all these things. That is when I knew that these people were lying to you from the beginning. And then I tried to get your attention, but you wasn't ready. I tried to get your attention so I can start giving to you what I know that I have, like their room in New York, the video that they took, the consign of Andrew while he was with them in New York. I have all those chats because he was telling me, I feel this officer kidnapped me. You understand what I'm saying? So I have all these things, and I'm like, why is Harrison telling Nigeria half truth right now? Doesn't mean you are lying. It's what they told you. But you are telling Nigerians. And I said, Harrison should stop talking to Nigerians. Let the police talk. And I went online and I began to call the police out. I did not just do that. I went to write a report about it and I submitted it to British High Commission Abuja. And I sent a report also to the IGO police. I went to their Twitter page and I told them about it. Okay? My problem with you, Harrison, is that you made yourself a spokesperson of police. And you are not in that position. You are not in that position for that. Your responsibility, sorry sir, your responsibility as a philanthropist that you are doing is to do the charity work that you've done by discovering the reality of this girl's fate or the fate of Andrew. Again, Harrison, why did Marvelous went to visit Andrew in Owerri earlier? Why did your staff go visit Andrew in Owerri? The same staff that identified Andrew. Sorry, sir.
Yes.
It was the same staff of yours that identified Andrew on the floor while he was already pied. That say, you asked the guy, is it the guy you met? You went to see in Owerri? He said yes. So the guy went to Umuahia to identify Andrew, and then he also took the guy to Benue to identify Andrew's remains.
Yes.
It doesn't add up to any logical.
Okay, please let me clear that, please. Can I clear that, please, so that you understand? I have said it before. Now, when I was contacted, I don't base in Umuahia, I base in Afiba. Marvelous is my state director in Abia State. So when they contacted me that they arrested Andrew for over a week or 2 weeks, and the police are treating Andrew like a victim, a VIP treatment, and he refused to disclose the whereabouts of Afiba and Celine. I now sent Marvelous to go and find out what is the situation on ground in Umuahia. So Andrew, Marvelous went there with Celine's father. Celine's father to the Umuahia police anti-kidnapping office in Umuahia, where he met with them, and then the police told Marvelous that I said it before on my video that Celine and Afiba kidnapped themselves.
Did you hear that?
Yes, that's what happened. The police told Marvelous, I said, to inquire to know what happened.
he now told that Celine and Afiba kidnapped themselves to extract money from Andrew, and that Andrew is just with them on safekeeping. That's what they told my colleague Marvelous. So Marvelous now came back and told me, I said, that's wrong. I now quickly wrote a petition to Zone 9 here. I have the copy of the petition. That was this reason why Marvelous went there on my own, instruction to inquire of what happened. Because I can't post about Celine and Afiba.
So when Marvelous went there, the police brought Andrew out to come and meet up with Marvelous.
No, they only showed him. Andrew was in the office with them. So that was where Marvelous now saw Andrew. I think it's this way now. Yeah? It's this way. Sorry. So Marvelous said that Andrew was in the office. Celine's father was there with Marvelous. So they now showed him that's the man that they have issue with. So because my colleague is a human rights activist, police always don't like to mediate, like to work with us. So when I tell him let's go, that they will brief him. They now took him outside and briefed him of what transpired. That those girls, they are suspected to be like maybe they are self-kidnapped to collect money from the man and blah 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 blah. So my colleague now told me, I said, it's not right. Let's put the petition to zone 9 here so that the case can be transferred. We were shocked to see that the people from Abuja came to take up the case. Then Celine in-law who brought me to the matter and I said, yes, that the Ghanaian embassy met with the IG over the matter, or IG over the matter. That was when the IROT came to take over the case. I said, oh, that's beautiful. And that was done, and I answered. Until after 6 or 7 days, the man now came and said, he has not helped from the police officer, so I should please, can I help him to know where the officers are with Andrew, maybe in Abuja? I should make calls. And I started making calls to know the office that they took Andrew to. Because from the letter of approval I saw they sent to me, it was FCID. You understand? So this was what happened. So Marvelous was there on my instruction to go and inquire of what transpired. So we don't just post. Because the family wanted me to post about the case online. I said, I cannot post it until I hear from the police to know what transpired. Reason why Marvelous now went to that station to inquire before I now posted it the first time on my Facebook page and Instagram.
So, and which date was this, sir?
My first post on Instagram, I can't remember the date.
Okay, that's fine. But when Marvelous went, Instagram, because this is what I'm concerned about in the public, when Marvelous went to Umahia,
yes.
You can ask me any question when I'm done. I will answer you.
No problem.
When Marvelous went to Umahia, did Marvelous speak with Andrew? Did they have a conversation?
No.
Did they have a handshake?
No, never.
Was Andrew rude to Marvelous?
They didn't speak.
Okay, so on your video that you showed in Otupo, when Marvelous identified Andrew, there are words Marvelous say. Marvelous told Andrew, this useless man. Because of what he has done. Hold on, please. Hold on. You're a lawyer.
I'm not a lawyer, please. I'm not a lawyer, sir.
Okay, behind bar.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are a human rights activist. So the guy that was being tried on the floor have not been convicted. Marvelous have not have any experience with this man. Okay? Marvelous saw the man pie on the floor and Marvelous abusing his corpse because of what he hears.
Before we saw the corpse,
do you think it's okay?
No, it's not okay. Before we saw, it's very okay. If we serve, I will even swear for ourselves, Joy. Before we saw the corpse, we already know, we've already seen part of what this man has done. Rachel is #1 victim. The genuine victim. And listen, I promise sir. And listen is a victim who fell down, who Andrew threw down from upstairs. If I see Andrew, I will even nod him. That's for me, I'm telling you the truth. I will leave human rights and I will nod him.
You are a human rights activist, okay?
I said I will leave human rights and I will nod him. I'm telling you on the camera. Yes.
Harrison. This is where we have a fundamental differences. Because I reason differently, in my own opinion. You have been to this. What inspired you to do this job you are doing is because of your past experience.
No, you said I was convicted. You said I was a kidnapper. That's what you say in your video.
And you said you do it. You say
no. You see why you misled the public. Like this place.
You say
You misled the public that I was.
Let me ask you a question, please, because this is the first time me and you are actually having a question. You say you did not do it, but they convicted you for 5 years.
I was not convicted. You see the issue? Because you don't have facts. You are getting stories from Google, getting stories from human beings,
Okay.
and you are just feeding the public.
You are not convicted.
Arresting trials are not consistent.
Hold on.
Let me hold on, sir. Please let me so you can have a clear picture about everything.
I need to tell
I'm
you.
coming now. I'm coming, sir. I was arrested in 2011 by SARS, Special Anti-Robbery Squad. June 2011, I was arrested by SARS. Then I was a driver to a boss who complained that Afiba attacked her after I've left her, after I've resigned from the job, and then she arrested me with SARS. I was working with Afiba to her house. That was the reason why I was arrested. Taken from Afiba to Lagos, where I spent 4 years awaiting trial. I was going to court until court discharged me, and acquitted me from the court. I was not convicted. After I left the prison, I got scholarship. I left Nigeria to the US. I studied civic leadership at Rutgers University, New Jersey. I was not convicted by any court of competent jurisdiction, nowhere. I have a book which I will send to you to buy. You will have to buy a 4,000 naira book, From Prison to Washington, D.C. So when I say oppose that you called me an armed robber and a criminal, if you're in Nigeria, my brother, I come to your house, come here for check. You tell me where the person is me.
You have said what that me on your platform. It's all good.
I didn't say. I said you are. No, I said you're a labeled. I said you're a labeled Andrew. I keep saying it. I'm not lying. And you said why you did that was because you are scared.
That is your interpretation of the event. The question
I don't have any issue with you anywhere. Because you assisted me. You assisted me in recovering the money from the police. If you take my page, I recover money cash. I will post it, I will submit it to the IG, they will take it, and they will arrest those officers will be dealt with. For extorting money from Andrew.
What I would have expected you to do is, because this is a syndicate. Of course, we have not ruled out that these kids are permanently gone. So we have the hope that we can find them. So we wanted to know the POS. Harrison, did you give them the POS man that they paid money to?
It's very easy. I can't.
No,
it's very
did you give them the POS guy? Were you the one that gave them the POS?
Who? Give who?
The POS that the money was transferred to. Were you the one that gave it to them?
Give? How? I don't understand what you're saying.
No. The money was transferred to a POS agent.
Yes.
Did you provide it to those police officers? Because I know the information I'm working with. I know.
Hold on. I can't review that money. Listen to me now. The money was paid to the POS or whoever they paid it to. All right. You refuse to give me the payment slip. So what I did was to get the money from the officer. The officer paid the money to an officer in Umuahia who brought the cash. Now listen. Now it's now established that true they collected money. So is the officer that will now go and bring an investigation? Police will have to they have retained the officers. They will now get the man who the officers transferred the money to, get him arrested. Are you listening? Then he will now be able to serve as a prosecution witness when it comes to trial. That's the procedure. I'm not the one to go.
What I expect.
No, that's not the procedure, sir. I'm not the one to go and get the POS person. The police knows the POS person. They will bring it.
I gave the account number out of my platform. What I expected you to do is not to touch the money.
My bag.
Because the money is blood money already from the beginning. So you shouldn't have touched it. That's my own opinion.
That's now, like we discussed on WhatsApp. Okay. Like we discussed on WhatsApp. I'm sorry, please, I'm distracted.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. Yes. So, Mr. Andrew, I don't know if you have followed me for years.
Ben, please. Ben, I just started following you on that day that we met. Yeah.
Ben, sorry.
A lot of people have called you and I say no, because I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Name is just matching about.
Come on, come on. I'm sorry for using Mr. Andrew.
No, it's okay.
If you have followed me for years, all right? Immediately, officers, I know they are watching me. Let them listen to me. So let it be as if it's record. And I don't want to review my strategy that we use most times. Because people have been asking me, how do you get this money from officers? It's very simple. You gave me information that they took money from Andrew at the hotel in New York. I requested for the slip, which you did not send me the slip. And you now sent me a screenshot of the hotel where they stood in New York, which I sent to the
officers.
Yes, which I sent to the officers. And they admitted, they started begging me that yes, they took this money. For me, I needed to ask why and get that money from them. Getting that money from them is an exhibit, which if you check my petition I wrote to the IG, I submitted, and I said, 1,500,000 was recovered from them, which will be tendered as exhibit. That's how we operate. For years, the police will now approve my petition and then invite me. I will now tender the money as exhibit. The officers will be brought to. They now ask them this money that they are admitted. How come about this money? Now write statement on how this money come. Simple as that. That's the procedure. I won't say everything on camera because it's a strategy that we use for years and it has working for us. So,
no, but in this country, how they follow money is by account.
Yes.
That account number is the most important thing. That's how you follow money. Because the POS guys have been collecting kidnappers' money all along. So they're supposed to have arrested the POS guy as well.
He will be arrested, that's what I'm saying, because this case currently is being investigated by the Public Complaint Bureau of the IGP. He will be arrested, not just him arrested. The man who they gave the money to bring to one here will also be arrested too. That's the procedure. For the past 7 years.
So that cash you presented that day was withdrawn for you by the police.
I've said it. The policeman transferred it to the police officer. The officer took the money from the POS and gave it to Marvelous cash.
So Harrison, do you know without emotion to end the situation between us? Because you see how we work together to recover that money. Yes.
No, when you started
blaming me that I have a hand in a black sheep in organ harvesting, you are tarnishing my image as a human being.
Did you see me right that you have a hand in organ harvesting? And
no, I see it everywhere. All your followers, they don't leave me alone.
Oh wow, I'm so sorry about that. My battery died, but we are continuing. Do not fear, we are continuing. Do not be afraid. We continue in earnest. We were on for 2 hours and 3 minutes. The battery of the phone died. We're back again. This is the part 2. This is the part 2. If you're watching on TikTok, pop my money guns if you're enjoying this. If you're watching on YouTube, super chats, super stickers, super likes, bottom right hand corner, that place where you type your comments, you will see a rectangle with a $sign in the middle. Super chat, super stickers, super likes. I'm only going to read comments that have super chats, super stickers, and super likes. So sorry guys, my battery died. Here's the phone. I just plugged it into a charger. It's totally dead. So I'm using another phone. See why I need to have so many phones? So I'm bringing Harrison and Ben back. I'm bringing Harrison and Ben back. I'm only going to read messages on YouTube that have super chat, super stickers, and super likes. Bottom right hand corner, you will see how to buy my super chat, super stickers, and super likes. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm only going to read messages that have 1,000 stars and above. Pop my money guns if you're watching on TikTok. Support the channel. Big shout out to all of you. So sorry, guys. I was back. So Harrison, please come back. Ben, please come back. Let us be able to get to the end of this conversation. Sorry, my battery died. That was a 2-hour plus conversation. And my battery died, but luckily I have other phones on standby. So Ben, send me a request. Harrison, send me a request. Ben and Harrison, please send me a request. Somebody say I'm not marketing my money guns because this is a very important matter. You understand? I also, more than anything else, want to see the end of this conversation. Marigold Choma, has been a while. How are you, my sister? Natural Gambia, how are you doing? So still waiting for Ben. Send me a request, please. Harrison, send me a request. Let me talk to them via phone so they know that I'm waiting for them. I'm sending him a request now. Please request again. While we're waiting, I've not marketed my money guns in a while. When I don't even abandon me, TikTok people. Follow my #1 gifter on TikTok. A special appreciation to my #1 gifter on TikTok. If you like what you're watching. Queen Vivian. Big shout out, sister. Where is Ben? No, I'm looking for Ben and Harrison. The two people I'm looking for, I can't find. Everybody else is full. The comment section is everywhere. Oh, goodness. Yeah, hello. You've not seen it? Okay. Let me send you another one. I actually forgot the guy that was waiting for me at the gate. Hey, that's very bad of me. Oh. Hey. Joel Obesia, thank you so much. Ore Foundation, thank you so much. So ask any questions. Remember, I said if you want to ask questions on YouTube. Okay. Ben, are you back here? I haven't seen Ben yet. Neither have I seen Harrison. I sent Harrison a WhatsApp message. Close my door. Guys, Ben and Samuel. I say Ben and Samuel. Ben and just come and start everywhere here except here. I'm almost done. Okay. So Rachel is also here. Maybe we'll hear from Rachel. She was supposed to come. Chris Bari said you wanted to come online. Oh. Okay. While we're waiting, somebody sent me a money gun. Big shout out to Ore Foundation. Thank you so much. Who is Allison? Okay, Ben is back here. So we're waiting for Harrison back. I don't send you another one. No, you don't see him. Okay. Let me send you another one then. Sorry, guys. Somebody's supposed to deliver something to me. Hi, Ben. How are you doing? We're waiting for Harrison to come back.
It can be very because Harrison just came back. I think he's trying to settle in.
Okay. So can you start by saying something or addressing the issues on the ground?
Let him just chill out. I want to get water to drink as well. If that's all right.
Okay.
I want to just get water to drink from the...
All right, please go ahead. Please. Excuse me.
I think the most important thing for those of people that are listening, to be honest with you, the conversation can go different ways. The most important thing I want to take out of these long conversations and all the banters and all the debates is that the police must take this very serious. It's not about justice for Andrew, it's justice for those girls. The family of those girls want to know where they are. They want to have a closure. And the only way we can get to that is this kind of conversation. As I told you, just imagine almost 2 months after, or a month after those girls went missing, the Federal Republic of Nigerian Police have not given a press statement out properly until we started pushing them. That kind of thing is unheard of in a developed country. 2 people are missing. One Ghanaian, one Nigerian. There has to be something. There has to be some more urgency in it. And the investigation has been very shabby. And that is why we are saying it. People need to learn a lesson. The job Harrison is doing is not his job. This is supposed to be the state job. It's just a shame that the state have failed beyond reasonable doubt. That an individual has to be doing their job for them, doing investigation for them, and finding spot of everything for them. That is not right. So this is what we should be highlighting. Because I can't believe if somebody is missing in the UK, that it frees, you know what will happen basically. The whole county police will be involved, everyone will be involved, and they will make sure they look for that person. The police will not rest. So it's unfortunate that in our country, 2 women are missing, and nobody finds it important to raise a serious alarm about it. It has to take a non-profit organization to start highlighting it. And when they got the suspect, the investigation is shabby in every ramification. There is no urgency and seriousness in it. So going forward, we need to learn a lesson, and we need to make it clear to our police people that when human being is missing, they have to put urgency on it. People can go and blame who they want to blame all day long. But we have a state. A state supposed to protect you. And the state have failed us, and they are still failing us. and they're failing our young people. We can't deny that. We can point finger from now to tomorrow. If you really want a change, begin to tag the police in all of your posts and tell them, do something. When a young person come into your building to report, don't look at their status. Just look at their complaint and help them out. Give the public opportunity to have confidence in you guys to report crime to you guys. If you hear the guy in Benue that Harrison interviewed.
Have you gotten it?
The guy in Benue that Harrison interviewed, that guy said he just points. He wasn't part of the problem. But he ended up being arrested and is currently in jail now. So this is the problem people have in Nigeria, sharing information. Who are you going to share information to? We can go back and forth and say the failure of an individual like me. I failed. Say it the way you want to say it, but your government failed you. Your state failed you. Because this young lady went to the police in January. One went in the other time. Nobody helped her. Nobody helped her. If somebody would have catch Andrew in January and locked him up, we wouldn't be talking about Celine and Afiba in May. Because what Andrew did to Rachel in this country, you will get 14 years in jail for that. You will get 10 years in jail for that. But the police did not even take her complaint. They asked her to go and bring money. This is what I'm driving at.
Okay, since from the very beginning, my platform has done nothing but promote neutrality and transparency. If you notice, I'm just here to moderate. I'm not saying anything. I can't seem to get Harrison back. You know, he just landed.
And a lot of people are daddy freeze. If somebody understand the moral code of human being, okay?
Yes, go ahead.
You again, because all of us watch the documentaries of
So yeah, here, go and get it, please. Very quickly, is there. Continue.
We watch the documentary of TB Joshua. We watch it, and we all watch that documentary. Did Nigeria believe in the atrocity that those people narrated? Did they believe it? Did they believe that? Did they believe their experience that those women actually went through it? Did they believe their stories? They don't. In short, a lot of them were shaming those ladies. That is the society that we are in. And currently, when other people are still doing such thing and they got covered, this cannot happen in this country. We have a societal problem that we need to address. And if we're going to address that, it's not an individual thing. I can't solve it. No, I think that the freeze, I am going to go because your comment sessions, they are not.
Ignore the comments. I'm turning the comments off.
And I'm not going to go there. I have my platform, so let them come there so we can block
Turn
them
off the
because they just
I've turned off the comments. There's somebody I want to bring. Please, we're doing, because if you truly care about the ladies, I would love it if you can stay for the sake of justice. Guys, I'm very disappointed in you.
I've spent 2 hours with you, actually.
I know. I just want 5 more minutes. There's somebody who wants to ask some questions, and I consider this important. After this, you can go. Thank you so much for your time. Okay. Go ahead. Continue saying what you're saying. I just need like 5 more minutes.
A lot of our people only look for scapegoats. They, for me, I'm their scapegoat now. Ben, you saw this problem. You did not report. You did not do this. But the victim went to report. The victim went to the police. not with old injury, with a fresh injury. What did they do to her? She narrated it here the last time she was here. So you cannot leave your whole state and be looking for an individual to blame.
All right.
I'm going to quick answer call. I'll join you.
All right. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Double click the screen. Super chat, super stickers, and super likes are the only way I'm going to read your comments on YouTube. Please don't be angry. It's a lot of stress. That's why if you want to drop free comments, come to IG. But if you're watching on YouTube, super chat, super stickers, and super likes, bottom right hand corner, a little rectangle with a $sign in the middle. Please use that. Sabio, I've accepted your request. Sabio has joined us. All right. We're winding down. Sabio, that guy where you say make I add, you know, they here.
Okay. First of all, I want to believe that I don't know how he's good with IG, but that person, let me share you our conversation as screen, because this would be a deal breaker. I'm not telling you lie for this investigation, because the information that is reaching me from this person will help a lot of, it will help us, because the person is a very interested participant in this issue, okay? And we don't want to disclose the person's identity for security reasons, but the person has a very important fact that he wants to bring. This is not coming to ask questions. It's not coming to do rubbish. It's coming to, if really is who he claims he is. I'm sharing my screenshot with BF, so you see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So, yeah, so if you look at your message, Jeff, just to put the temperature so that you know, I know what I'm talking about. You can see my communication with the person right there. Okay? So I'm using the other phone now, and I'm trying to share your live link with him. He said, please send it again. Okay? Let me send the link again.
Okay.
Send this link again.
Guys,
Because this is,
you cannot continue insulting people and expect me to not turn off the comment section. Any more insult and I'll turn off the comment section.
People are just too emotional. They think this is about one person winning. It's not about anybody winning or anybody losing. Don't be too emotional about this, okay?
We'll never get the truth if we don't.
Because the information, let me even give you guys.
Somebody said, DF, I beg rest.
This is the link that I sent to him. Before this person comes, he's telling us who actually invited the police that took Andrew from out. And that is a very vital, is a strong information, okay? That will be very helpful it's so painful that at the time Harrison came in, I was already out, and I know he's doing a great job traveling here and there, but I would have been happy if I had few minutes with him because I had some questions before this person sent me this message. So
Harrison's phone is off. Harrison's phone is off. You know, he just came in.
But the reason I came, this person just inboxed me because he was very pleased the way I spoke, and he said he has received threats from one person that is related to one of the alleged victims. We'll call them victims for now. We are still hoping that there will be good news. I assured him that the freeze is helping, that we are trying to make sure, and hopefully that there will be a good news. I'm trying to call the person direct on my other phone because you know how social media is. So I'm trying to call the person on my other phone, if at all, if it's who he claim he is, he should be confident enough to at least pick my own call first. Maybe I can turn the phone for you.
Okay, he has sent me a request. I'm accepting him.
Yes, I gave you his handle.
Yes, you've given it to me. So he sent a request. You know? I have accepted his request.
Oh, he already accepted your request.
Yeah,
oh,
no,
great.
he sent a request, so I have accepted. Let's hope he comes live. Just send him a line. Say that if he has accepted, please come live.
I have to cut my call because I don't want to be bugging his phone.
All right, he's here. He's here.
Not everybody is tech savvy, you know.
Yes, so, I understand.
Yeah, so I have to cut the call. I've not spoken to him before. I was relying on his message, but since he was struggling to come in, but I can't see what you are saying, but you said he accepted a request already.
He's already here, yeah, but I think he's having
building up now.
He's having internet.
All right.
Hello, brother.
To be honest, it sounds like okay, let's wait.
Let's wait.
It's rolling.
And Harrison is here now. Just at the point where I wanted to bring this guy, Harrison is here now.
Good.
So, Harrison, please be patient for a few minutes. We've been trying to reach you.
The guy is in.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you guys?
Hi. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I hope it's not required to share my identity, but I already shared it with your name
that's
again, please.
Good. My name is Sabio. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I have all the proof to prove who I am and who I'm claiming I am. Just not to make this whole call long and all this stuff. The person who sent the squad to go and escort Andrew is Afiba's boyfriend. So that same friend, wrote the petition with unknown. Her boyfriend is the guy who sent the squad to go and escort Andrew from Umaya to Abuja. And so he didn't do that just out of nowhere. Myself and Celine's boyfriend were involved in this case since day one. We've been paying the police money. And the same day that, I think on the 30th, I even have the chats, and that's what I shared with the BBC. On the 30th, we paid an amount of 300 to 500,000 naira to go to Andrew's house and arrest the guy. So we made a direct how do you say that?
Transfer.
We made a direct order to order the police. It was like there was nothing that needed to be like a thought process or something. We ordered the police to go to this house. They said they wanted money, and we never delayed on that. The money was transferred in 10 minutes. And I was in direct contact with these police people. And one of them is Commander Oracle. I'm saying his name online. Commander Oracle. That guy told me that he's taking care of the case. And that it could be that my wife kidnapped herself. And he was saying a whole lot of stories. What I said is, this money is for you guys to go to his house, arrest him, and question him. There's nothing wrong about that. We didn't tell you to go and kill him. We didn't press him to go and put him in jail. Nothing. Just go and ask him about the ladies. And when he proves that he's not a suspect, then release him. We don't take no one, but we need to question everyone in this. And so Oracle went with Celine's sister, and she saw Andrew's car in his yard. And she said, let's enter this house. And the police searched everywhere around the house except that house. So they knew what that Andrew was up to, or what he was doing. And then they told her that they will come in the same day, but around 3 a.m. to go and search that house. They can't do it now during the day. They'll have to do it in the night. And the reason they said that is for that Celine's sister to leave them. So when she left, they told her that we searched the place and we didn't find anything. Meanwhile, Andrew was there comfortably, and probably my wife and Celine were still in there. Because that was only 2 days after the kidnap. That was only 2 days after the message sent by Afiba saying kidnapped by Andrew and in their location. So in no country on the planet, you tell someone to do something, you give them the location, and they tell you we didn't find anything. I'm showing you the suspect. I'm showing you the criminal. What is it? It's literally 10 minutes away from their station. Andrew's house is 10 or 15 minutes away from the station. I'm telling you, go and arrest him. You lie to me, you take money from me, you keep taking money from me and from other people, and you don't do anything about it. This is complete. I don't know what word I describe this. Complete BS. But this is. I don't think it would happen in any country on the planet. I don't think it would happen anywhere. And we had contacts, and we started making kind of like inquiries. We want to send a squad to take care of this case because the Umayyad and Abba people are not doing what they have to do. And what happened is we sent a squad, and the squad takes a week, and they don't report back to us. I don't know what's the reason. And then I tell the guy that I mentioned the name to you, this is what is at hand. Your girlfriend was supposed to be at the station. She needs to be questioned. She left Port Harcourt to Abuja. She fled. The day they asked her to question her, she fled. I mean, and she has reason. Maybe she's thinking that she doesn't trust the police, you know. She wanted to flee because maybe the police would do something and hurt her. But why off your phone, your line? Why report to the family 48 hours after the kidnap that they were kidnapped? Why 2 days? Why didn't you report the same day? Second. And so yeah, he just fled. Okay, you were later. And the boyfriend starts calling me and asking me for giving him the account of the people that we sent the 2 million naira to, which is the previous squad. So he retrieves the money from. So indirectly, he's telling me, give me 2 million. Right? Not indirectly, even directly. Like he's telling me, give me the account of the squad that you sent, and we would question them and we would retrieve the money from them. And I said no, because I wasn't the guy, I wasn't the person who sent that money. It was a friend of mine. And my friend of mine said he won't do that. He's ready to lose the 2 million naira, but he doesn't want to give it to the guy who made the request. And so this boyfriend, who's not a regular person, I think I don't know if he's into politics, but he's not someone regular. He's an old person. He's not someone regular. Not from he's not a normal citizen, Has no power under. So he made requests, and he sends another squad, and he tells me, you have to send 2 million naira, you have to send 2 million naira, and if you don't send it, the squad will not move, and they're going with 20 people, armed with their cars. They will move from Abuja to Umaya. So I say, listen, mate, we don't have this amount, and we really spent a lot of money. We spent over 7 million naira since the beginning. So
What?
yeah. So
Wow.
Yeah. Just write it down. That's what the families
So
of
you spent, sorry sir, you spent 7 million before they even received Andrew from Umaya.
before even I think before Harrison was contacted, 7 million naira was spent on both families.
Yes.
To just do something.
They were making the families.
And they were not doing anything. Oh, we'll take care of it. We will do so. Yeah, we are searching. We're doing our best. But they were not doing anything. So they were taking money from the families, and they were taking money from Andrew.
Yes.
Like double. And what happens is this guy asked me for 2 million, and I said, listen, mate, we don't have money at the moment. You have to wait for some time. And then he says he's going to make the payment. So he claims that he made a payment of 2 million, which I doubt, because the people who escorted Andrew were only 3 guys or 2 guys, right? You said 20 people. And you were saying that this 2 million will cover their hotel, their fuel, their food, and all that stuff. And I sent a message on WhatsApp saying, I'm not paying for a staycation or vacation for these people. That's their job. If this is the system in Nigeria, and it happens to be that I have to pay them their fuel, I would be happy to support them and pay their fuel. But I'm not going to pay them their hotel, neither their food, neither any of the rest. And so the guy claims that he makes the payment of the 2 million, and the squad moves. 7 days later, I'm not hearing from no one. I'm calling this guy. I'm calling another guy from the police, and I have his name in contact. And no one picks my calls. Oh, we'll call you back. The ones that they pick, we'll call you back. We'll update you. No dates, nothing. And they turn their lines down. Until we hear that Andrew's been shot. And to be honest with you, when I heard that Andrew was shot, I was just I smiled. Like, listen, man, this doesn't happen in Netflix series. This is really, it's really well set up. It's a crazy scene. And Nigerians are really good at drama. They're really good at it. So, and no offense, Mr. Ben, but suddenly Mr. Ben comes out and starts saying the truth after Drew's dead. Bear with me, I have to question everything. You might not be involved in this. It's only God that knows who's involved, who's bad and who's not. And there's a judgment day. So even if it's not on this person's soul is going to suffer whoever did bad, whoever involved in this, whoever earned these two families' hearts, will suffer.
Amen.
And I'm saying this not because I'm not cursing no one, but justice is always, and God is always just. So this is what I wanted to declare. So you guys were asking who mobilized this team.
Yes.
And we went on live before and we said who mobilized this team. And then I was personally sent threats, and I can send screenshots of WhatsApp that I would be filed a case of defamation. If a case of defamation is going to be filed against me. I was like, okay, I'm in another. No one can touch me. I'm the one whose person is kidnapped.
Yes.
No one.
They are threatening you.
And you're threatening me. So good luck with that. You do whatever you want. I mean, I can do something here too, and I can put them in serious trouble because I have a lot of proof. So these cases, or in this particular case, was, I think now 4 countries are involved in this. I want to show you how big this thing has become. Embassies, consulates. Please, people, don't take this as something small. I said on the live, if I have to drag 200 million Nigerians into this case for 5 years, I would do it. And not because I have anything against Nigerians.
I understand.
I don't have understand. And I have a lot of good friends. And I said that to my friends before I came to the live. I said to them, if I have to drag you people, I will drag them. Because first, it's something that Nigerians have to take to heart. If this is the case and the families are involved in this, Nigerians have to wake up. Nigerians have to speak for their country. Nigerians have to defend their country. We got 230 million people.
And everybody just kept quiet.
These people have so much power. If these people like jump, an earthquake would happen. If these people just in one heart, you know what? I lived in Africa before, and the most thing I realized, not in all African countries, but I realized this in Nigeria. The reason Nigeria is this way, because the hearts are against.
Thank you so much for popping my money gun. Someone has been popping my money guns.
The hearts are against each other.
Big shout out to Ola08. Thank you so much for popping my money guns. Thank you.
And if you have a autoimmune disease, nothing can cure it. So this is a case for Nigerians to wake up, to seek justice, to speak up, not to be afraid of nothing. Oh, they'll kill me. I'm going to be threatened or whatever. Well, this flag and this anthem that you guys sing, this has been paid with blood for.
Thank you so much, Remy, for popping my money guns. Remy, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Remy.
Your ancestors paid
Thank
for
you so much, Remy, for popping my money guns. Thank you so much, Remy.
I'm not out of the
Remy, I really appreciate you. Thank you for popping the money guns. Thank you.
The two ladies.
Thank you. Follow my #1 gift on TikTok. Thank you, guys.
We don't know their whereabouts.
Thank you, Remy.
Tomorrow, it could be someone else. And the next week, it could be someone else. And this is why I'm saying all this.
Okay.
Mr. Ben, can I ask you a question?
I have a quick question.
Sorry, before anybody asks a question, can I just slip in 2 quick questions?
No, let him ask. Let's let the guest ask.
Okay, go ahead, guest. Ask your question, please.
Okay, I wanted to say something, then if you don't have any questions. Daddy Freeze is your show. I'm going to allow you just take it. But I want to just point us to a direction. Please, thank you, sir, for coming to shed more light on this case. But please, I want Nigerians to see that this is not just a case of 2 people missing. This is a case of fraud. He has come here to establish that
this case of system.
Yes, system error and fraud. Because there were corruption. They were extorting money from the families. And we need to know who finally, though he has given us that link, We said it here. Who invited those police? And this case will also help Nigerian police. Let me say why. It has been established now that even the IG does not have hand in this nonsense. That is the truth.
He did not. I've been saying it.
He did not have any hand in this nonsense. So there were people who did this.
We were told that the IG was the one who authorized all this. Now let me say something. We never believed all this since day one. That's what I want to tell you. We never believed any of this, whatever the police told us. But we just took it, this is what is happening. Let's deal with it. But it never made sense. It never made sense. I would just hop in a taxi or just meet Nigerians at work and I just tell them the story and they tell me, you know what? Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. It's completely fishy. And because we were so involved in the case, we couldn't see much. When you're involved into something, you can't really judge it unless you go out of it and just look at things in general. But we were still saying that all of this is a lie and they've been taking much from us and nothing has been done about this case. And the first thing that made me think all of this is the petition that was written on the 10th of May. How do you write a petition and you say unknown? The IGP never writes a petition, and the IGP never writes a petition and says unknown. How can you say unknown? How will the police arrest the unknown person?
That's the petition. Unknown.
Yep.
That's the petition.
Mr. Ben, let me ask you this question. I know the petition. I'm the one who sent it. I want to ask you this question. I'm the one who received and sent and shared this with Mr. Harrison and the rest. I come to you and I tell you, someone robbed my house. Okay? And I know who the suspect is. And I tell you, I'm writing a petition. And I tell you, the person who robbed my house is Mr. X. How the police would know exactly who the person is, and I know who the person is. On the 10th of May, this petition was released. Read on the paper and show it to people. It was on the 10th of May.
Yes, on the 10th of May, 2024.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Andrew was held in custody, or he was arrested on the 8th of May.
On the 8th of May.
So how can you say unknown for a person that has been 2 days in the cell? Can you answer this?
And it's from the IG.
How can you say Andrew is the unknown and he's been 2 days in the cell, so the police knows exactly who he is and they know the suspect?
Unknowing person.
Leads to one conclusion.
Unknowing person. That's more than one person.
Which leads us to one conclusion, which is myself suspecting the people I came on the live with just added to. I suspected two people. It was Afiba's friend and her boyfriend. Because she knew about the case. She's the one who fled. She's the one who threatened me when I said these things. And her boyfriend was calling me like 3-4 times a day. I never picked his calls. He called me from different numbers. And I never pick.
Do you also understand that Celine deactivated her Facebook in Port Harcourt before they left?
Please, let me correct this.
Yeah.
Afiba's Facebook and Instagram were deactivated or deleted by Andrew himself. And Celine's Facebook and Instagram were deactivated by Andrew too. And the way they were reactivated, why only Celine's Facebook and Instagram were reactivated? Because her brother has a tablet and he has all the accounts signed in on the tablet. And so he went through the tablet again and he checked how did this whole story happen. If she had any messages from Andrew And it happened to be that she had a message from Andrew, that video that was saying, "Hey Celine, how are you? This, that," but there was nothing like 1 million naira, all that stuff. Nothing of that sort. So when I called the police and I have the numbers, the people of Samaria, I told them, "Why are you guys dragging this so long? This is very obvious." And they said, Celine released a Snapchat yesterday, and she's been coming online and all that stuff. And I said, "Mr. Officer, can I tell you that you're not smart for me not to say something else?" And he said, "You're trying to insult me. Let me not pick your calls again." I said, "Let me tell you something. Celine's brother is the person who has the tablet, and he's the one who reactivated those things." And he said, "How do you know?" And I said, "That shows that you don't know nothing and you're not listening. We are giving you truth. You're deciding to do your own. And, just hide and cover up." And so the next day, they asked Celine's brother to come, and they seized the tablet. The police seized the tablet and all the evidence that the family had. Why would you seize a tablet that has all the evidence and you never return back? So this is a question I want to ask the police too. The IGP came online and said, "You know what, give us 2 weeks." It's already 1 week. There's another week now. That we need an update daily. If it's not daily, every 2 days, we need an update. And I can guarantee to you, the IGP doesn't know what happened in Abuja, in Umayyah. Sorry. I can guarantee that to you. They don't know nothing, and it shows you that there's no responsibility.
All right, then. I have just one quick question for you. Just not quick question, a quick clarification. I know that, I don't know, Afiba or the other one they met each other through a mutual friend. Was it that mutual friend's boyfriend that was doing all this?
Correct.
All right, thank you. You can go ahead, sir. We are documenting this because I don't want to say live for this issue. We are also going to involve it from this angle.
I don't want to say names. I don't want to say the exact name. Some people are watching and know the names already. It's good that the comments were deactivated. I don't want to mention names because I'm not a bad person who's coming to jeopardize the career of this person who might be involved. Because I was told that you're spoiling my career, you are ruining my life. I'm not. I just want Afiba, of course, and Celine. I don't know Celine, by the way. I've never met him in real life. I want Afiba back. That's what I want. And whether she's alive or not, I want her back. At least the family has a right to grieve or meet their daughter. Absolutely. And this is why I'm asking the police to really take this matter seriously. And Mr. Ben, I don't want to say you have a sister or whatever. Think of your daughter. If you have a daughter, if you don't, I don't know how it doesn't. I mean, you cannot imagine unless you have one. But
it's true. I can't imagine
take it personal, because I've never betrayed any friend of mine, but I'm most truthful and just. If a friend, if I was if I was breastfed from the same woman with a friend, look at to which extent, or even my brother, if my brother did something and it needs to be judged and truth needs to be revealed, I will reveal it. We are people, that's my background, who give their sons, if their sons are criminals, we call the police to come and arrest the son. That's from his blood. That's my culture. If your son was hard-handed or even committed a crime, the parents call the police to come and arrest the person. Look at to what extent. And I want the same transparency. And I know it's not among these people.
Yeah.
I just plead. Justice needs to be served.
You need to.
I need to ask him a question, please, if that's okay.
All right. Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry for
sir. My
this
condolence.
is the
Go
first time
ahead,
I'm
Ben.
Getting your story in real life. And as sad as it is, we still hope that you will find your wife.
Hey. Just say, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
And your loved one.
Well, I didn't say she. It could be that.
But do you think?
It's just part of the family. It might be Celine's Afiba.
Your family apology. So what I say is this: is it any possibility of you suing the state of Abia State, basically, because they have so much answer to this? The failure is capital, and they need to be held accountable. And you also believe that my coming in has basically give a window of conversation to this topic.
Well, first of all, let me start with what you said at the end. Of course, you at least provided some information to the public, if it was helpful or not. At least you came in and you said something. And it's for the public and the just people to decide if this is helpful or not, and with the police investigation. I'm not the person who decides.
Great answer.
I have a personal opinion, but I'll not share it online. The second thing, I think I answered your question before. If I'm going to drag 200 million people in this, so that should tell you that it's not only Abba. I'm ready to go for a nation. I'm not saying I'm doing anything against innocent people, but this will really bring down the reputation of the country. Because if people hear about this issue worldwide, and things can go really viral, people will never travel to Nigeria again. So let's say the tourism, if there is tourism sector that's brought down, the expats, we don't want to bring bad reputation. That's not my intention, mate. That's not my intention. All I'm saying, please, we are not threatening no one. We are not threatening the country. We want to work with them, find an answer. Okay? But if I'm ready to file a case against Abba, I want to tell you what my next move is, but if I told you I'm ready to do that against 200 million people, then that should give you the answer what I'm going to do to the Abba police. And I know that the police that reach, or the AGP, even if there's corruption, the corruption is much less there. And I'm sure they're just people. And I'm sure, at least because of them, some places in Nigeria are still safe. So I'm not saying Nigeria is a complete disaster. There are good people in the police, there are good people in the IGP, and these good people need to speak up and work and have a high conscientiousness in all of this. Because I don't see conscientiousness among these people. They're just enslaved after money. They want instant money. They feel entitled for it. And that's the poor mindset. So it's only a person who's already, satisfied, who doesn't need money, who would work with high conscientiousness, or even you can be a high conscientious person, but a high conscientious individual, but you don't have money, but that's how you were born. And I think Mr. Harrison, not to praise him, but I think Mr. Harrison really highlighted this case. He has really brought a lot of truth out. Whether this is the truth or not, his heart towards the case, that's what I want to look at. He tried, okay? Whether it was truth or not, what was your intentions? Or your intentions were to save these two girls and to serve justice, all right? Whether the police liked him or not, he did contribute. So I don't want to dismiss that, and I don't want to feel like I'm giving him credit. All right. Yeah, this is what I wanted to say. If you have guys have questions, other than that, I'm good.
Thank you very much. Sabil, can you leave for 1 minute so I can bring Harrison? I don't know if he's still available.
Sorry, say that again?
Can you exit so I can bring...
Yes, for sure, yes.
So I can bring Harrison just for 5 minutes and then we're done with this. I'm so sorry for what you had to go through. May I ask, have you ever spoken to Andrew one-on-one?
Excuse me?
Did you ever get to speak to Andrew? Ask him any questions?
I'm not getting your, like, the line is breaking.
Oh, okay. The network is bad. I think I was saying Andrew because I'm more concerned about where Afiba and Celine and any other possible victims could be located. I've added Harrison. Harrison, I've added you. Please be strong, sir.
No, I never spoke to Andrew.
Okay.
The police told me that I shouldn't be in direct contact with him. Yeah, and that was for, like, security reasons and stuff, and because emotions would be involved in this. So they could better question him and do all that stuff. And so that's the reason I didn't push to speak to him personally.
Okay, Harrison, over to you. We're rounding off in 5 minutes. If there's anything you want to add or subtract, the floor is yours.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. I don't really know your name. Afiba.
No. Yeah.
We're trying to code who the person is.
Yes.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yes, no problem. Okay. I just want to let you know that there's no country without issues, okay? And I don't want to have a very bad impression about Nigeria, and that's why many of us are out here on this case. If I'm not concerned, I won't be risking my life because of, yeah. And I believe that you saw a post on the police platform today. They posted my picture. I am enemy of the police. They posted it on the police platform, and that was very, very bad. I posted it on my page, and the police are investigating to know who did that. All right, it's because of some of us sees these things in Nigeria. The system, is faulty. So what we do is to see how we can assist whenever we can. All right. And again, let me just come to the issue of police collecting money from the family for investigation. Most times when someone is being kidnapped in Nigeria, most times police will ask the families for money for tracking and the rest of them because they don't have the facilities to do most of this tracking. They don't have the facilities. So they have to involve some private person to help them to do these jobs, you understand? So I won't support police in this, but I just need to tell you reason why most of the time they ask for money. But collecting almost 7 million from you guys and you did nothing is corruption. I'm against that, and every just Nigeria is against that too. All right, that's it. And I want to still state here that the IG of police is not aware of this case from day one. I just want to clear that aspect. He's not aware of this case. The petition that you are having, the Afiba that you are having, what you see there, you will not see IG's name there. Somebody is acting on the behalf of the IG. So when you submit a petition to the police, it passes through the PSO. All right? The PSO is the person that, on behalf of the IG, look to the petition and approve it, and then send it to a department that can handle the case for you. On this very case, the Ghanaian embassy did not meet with the IG on this case. They met with the AIG in charge of FIP. Do you understand? He was the one who now contacted the IROC to go for that case. They went to Maya. So IG of police was never. I don't want to speak on his behalf because I don't. But I can tell you 100% that most of these cases they approved, IG is not aware of these cases. But it's his name. They will not use his name to do most of these things. They are, carry out most of this action. They carry out. So, all right. Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben. Mm-hmm. This issue of Celine and Afiba asking for 1 million naira.
Yes.
Please. The chat that you sent out, does it have a date?
Let me tell you, I have already told you the chat was sent to me on the day and I forwarded it to you as it was. So if there's any doctors on it, it's the originator of that text. And I don't have a doubt about it. But what you saw is what was sent. And when was it sent? It was sent on the 22nd. Do you understand? So when was that text done?
The 2nd of May.
Yeah, 22nd of May.
Yeah, because this
was that morning.
Two of them left Port Harcourt 27th of April.
That was the screenshot of the text he sent to me that look at it, they asked me for 1 million, I didn't give them, they said they're gonna track me. And when you guys requested I share it, I was open from the beginning. So whatever anybody will think about this, because I seems to be the bone of contention here. A lot of you guys, hold on, let me say something.
Sorry.
Because I see the comment, a lot of you guys stay and you think I'm in London controlling Nigerians, how they move their way. I just came out to have this conversation with you guys because my name is clean. The police have the phone, they have the laptop. If they want to walk, they can do something now. They cannot wipe it. They can just ask Apple. They can ask Apple to give them the login to that iCloud because of its M charges. They will give it to them and they will go into it. Apple is quite flexible with Africa than they are in Europe. They will give it to them whatever they need to do their proper investigation and go into the chat log. And then they will get details. Anything that we will see, including the leaked.
So you know why I ask this now?
Yeah, the guy is talking here.
Because someone's husband is on live video, and he has seen a lot of things Nigerians are trending that the wife went to do hookup with someone.
Harrison, you said it on this platform. You said it on Daddy Free's platform, right here, that they agree on 1 million.
Because of the charge, and you posted a screenshot, which I later heard from two victims that while they were in Andrew custody, Andrew uses the phone to chat himself, and I came back and said, "This is the chat."
And I did not dispute
Mr. Harrison.
Yes.
I said this is what he sent, and this is what I sent to you. Daddy Freeze, I forwarded this one to you. That's what he sent. That's what I sent to you. There's no.
Yeah, allow me. I don't want to interrupt you, but I don't want to interrupt you, but I want to say a fact. We said it on the media that people really are judge. Like, if something happens immediately, they say, oh, that word, I don't know if it's olocho or something. That's what the Nigerians use. And because, they don't know, they have no clue. They just go comment and that would be it. So if you go down...
Sorry, I'm leaving this.
Let me ask
Moron that are following you, I will leave this place. How is he a fake chat? Is what the guy is saying?
Mr. Ben.
If it's fake, blame the dead body or blame the police.
Mr. Ben, please. I think now we are on live to communicate together, not to look at the comments, please.
No, the comment is annoying, and you have to take it off.
Yeah, just don't look at it. Just don't look at it.
All right, I'm taking off the comments for the sake of peace. I'm taking off the comments.
Just don't look at it.
All right, but we have 5 more minutes, and in 5, hold on, everyone.
Please, let me say
in 5 more minutes, everyone's gonna talk for 1 minute each.
What's wrong with Nigerians?
Ben, because of you, I've turned Ben. I don't turn off the comment because of you, so calm down. We are here to seek a lasting solution.
Let me say something.
Please go ahead.
The screenshots of Celine's chat. If you go down to the last part of the chat, Celine says she'll take a flight from Port Harcourt to Aba. Please.
Which is practically impossible.
Is there a flight from Port Harcourt to Aba?
No.
So how could Celine say that? The only person who doesn't know Nigeria well is Andrew here. Because Celine is from Aba.
Andrew reply on that text message says, no, you take both. So that's what he said.
Yeah, but I mean, he even made her look dumb.
Absolutely.
Celine knows Nigeria and that area in and out.
Yes.
She cannot.
If you check on that chart, take the timing of that chart. 11:50. Just say, that's why you know a fake chart. A fake chart.
Even
I know. I never doubt it. What do you want? Use it or keep it. Should I listen to you or keep it myself?
So I want you to go back and tell them that this is what was sent to you.
But I've been saying it.
No, you have to post it, let them see it, because the people believe that they went to do Onosho somewhere.
No,
in
I posted
that's what the people believe.
It's on my platform. It's on the website.
Okay, I want to ask Afiba's husband one question. For the sake of the investigation and the public, what do you think Afiba went to see Celine for? What exactly did they go to do? From you who has a good understanding, you know who this woman is, you've related with her for a long time, you know her true character. We are just reading what's available on the media. From your perspective, what did she go to do?
I send money every month. I never went 1 month without sending money. And I don't send small money. So that amount that when I saw it, I was just laughing. And even when I heard it first from the police officer in Aba, he said that Andrew said that she's the one who asked him for 1 million. And then she said to him, if he's not going to give her 1 million, she's going to say that she's been kidnapped. So my wife is not that way with me. Like, she will not even force me to give her money. How much more a stranger? What I can say, and I'm not defending her, she went to accompany Celine. I don't think Afiba was aware where she was going, and this is something bad. She wasn't aware of where she was going, and she doesn't know Andrew. That's like, she doesn't know Andrew, because he told Celine, send me your friend's picture. He didn't know even Afiba's name. He didn't know her name. He had no clue. Mm-hmm. So Afiba had no contact with this Andrew. She doesn't know where this guy is from or what he does. She accompanied Celine, as she does most of the times. And I'm not saying this to paint Celine black or, she's the one who was aware of things, but I can surely tell you that Afiba wasn't aware of the guy. And this guy was chatting Celine like 2 years ago on Facebook, Andrew. So Andrew chatted Celine 2 years ago, and she knows him from that time. They don't chat. Maybe she has never seen him before in life or real life. But I'll always say, from the chats, from the way things happened, Afiba was not aware what is happening.
So this is the beginning of the chat. Can you see it?
No, I can't.
8th of May. That was not the chat, the screenshot he sent to me. 8.
But it doesn't show a day. It shows the
It doesn't
time,
show
right?
the day because that is what
Yeah, exactly. Because,
and I showed it the way it is.
So exactly. So we have the time. We have the time, but we don't have the day. Mm-hmm. And this what puts us at the conclusion of this guy has written that he chatted himself from the phones. Because let me tell you this, I was chatting Afiba for 6 days after the kidnap. And every day he comes, he blue ticks me, he views my messages, and I know that's Andrew. And I speak to him very, not directly, but I make him know things that I'm aware of what's happening. So I send Afiba messages indirectly telling Andrew, don't do this, please. And he blue ticks me, and he never replies. And he used to come online 5 minutes per day. I was tracking that for 6 days, every single day. He goes offline, comes online 5 minutes per day. He checks the chats, he blue ticks everyone, and he goes offline again from her phones. Afiba had 2 phones, one for business and one personal. And she had a UAE number. And this is what he was using to, do my messages from. So if these people want to say desperation for money or run girls or all that stuff, I'll speak for her. She has a business in Ghana. She's not a rich woman, but I send money, and I'm not saying I send money because I want to show off or something. Every man provides for his wife. So I want to say that this amount, this ridiculous, I think 500,000 naira, it doesn't buy a ticket to come to Dubai even. It doesn't pay even one-way ticket to Dubai. So this is a complete joke. And that Andrew didn't know who he was messing with. He didn't know who was involved in this. He thought like there are 2 other ladies that their parents will keep quiet about this. He didn't know who was behind. At least the Ghanaian lady. Let me say it this way.
Sorry to interrupt you because I want us to round off. I want to say something to you.
Did a lot and really supported and really brought and shed light on this. I want to always give him credit too because he was supportive since day one.
I want to tell you something. What you have done now is probably the best and the only thing you can do for Afiba now. Let her not go down in memory as being an Olosho, because that is what Andrew would have wanted, and that robs her of the dignity of being a victim. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense. Because once the woman is tagged an Olosho,
I'm only hearing parts of what you're saying because of the line, but just let me confirm what you're saying. When Mr. Ben came and said that Andrew is a psychopath, I've read a lot of books about psychopaths even before hearing about this case. And I can tell you that psychopaths are, I will not say smart people. They are smart in their and their life, but they are very well good at covering things. They can do something, and you would never know about it. And so, to say that Andrew wanted to do that to shift the public's attention from searching the girls to painting the girls black, so everyone would just know, oh, these girls are bad. They went for this. They got their fate. Instead of searching for them, and I can tell you, after the 55 days now, almost 55 days, I can tell you that 25 days, no one was doing nothing. The police wasn't moving. And the public was just doing things to bring this whole case down in an indirect way. They were saying things about the ladies, and they were bringing the case down in an indirect way. And of course, if I'm a police officer or I'm a police principal, when I see these comments about the ladies, I'm not going to give attention. I'll not look into the case. Oh, they just went for a hooker, and he did that to them. So yes, I can say that the public did wrong, and they judged too early. But I want this to be clarified. I don't want to see videos, and now videos are disappearing about, saying that they are bad girls and they went for hookup and all that. So the algorithm is now taking the story from that hookup to now they went missing. I want to ask Daddy Freeze and Mr. Harrison. Mr. Harrison, you have done well. Please continue what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
I want to say, Daddy Freeze, we need to clarify the image, and the image is important because the police needs to take it serious, and Nigerians have to push on things and justice to be served, and for these things to be for us to acquire these things, we need to show the public that no, that's not what they went for, and we have the proof.
And that's what you're doing now. That is what you're doing now. So this is the biggest service you could ever do, Afiba. Clear her name. Afiba was not into hookup. Afiba did not go and do hookup. If you are sharing the story, even I at a point, I thought she went to do hookup because of what the media fed us. So we all have to help change the narrative.
Mr. Daddy Freeze, let me say it this way. It's called legacy media. And you guys have to search this word. It's called legacy media. It's wrong information fed all over the internet in people's brains. And that's what happens. That's how all it goes. But we can correct it. And I always believe that truth will be revealed.
So thank you so much for joining. I've been on for almost 3.5 hours. I'm burnt out. Harrison joined us from beginning of a flight. He landed, he continued, he got home, he continued. Bentu has been here. Big shout out to Sir Bio, who made it possible to have this wonderful gentleman here today. Sir Bio, you've always been a friend. God bless you. Thank you for that. And all of us, let us not rob Afiba of her dignity just so that we can put an unwholesome narrative out there. Instead, let us say it the way it was. His wife is missing. That's the narrative. Share this video if you're watching on Facebook. Share it on YouTube. Share it on TikTok. Share it anywhere you are. Afiba was not an Olosho doing hookup. She was someone's wife. And the person has been searching for her for 55 days. He has spent with the family of Celine a total of 7 million naira. If she were an Olosho, I don't think her husband will go to the lengths he's gone to ensure she gets justice. Let
I
us
think that
start.
would be called a simp, right? A simp, or like maybe if you have a word for that person who, or a pimp. A pimp is the person who markets his wife,
Yes.
or approves on such actions. So if I did these things and she was that person, I would have been a pimp or simp or a pimp. These two words are fair to be said about me. If I actually did that. Anyways, thanks for your time.
Thanks for coming
Both,
to.
or Mr. Ben too, Mr. Harrison. Just what I saw yesterday and today, I'm following and I'm watching these things. Well, things can be said, but I just want to say something. When a ship is in the sea and there's a lot of high waves and tides hitting on it. Yeah. If the water, and there's a lot of that, and the ship is much heavy. It's really heavy. It doesn't sink. Why? Because the water doesn't get into it. The moment the water gets into it, it starts sinking. I don't want to say that. Don't let what is around you, bring you down or trigger you, say, or justify that you are not that person. Just continue what you're doing. Whatever people say about you, you know who you are. You know your core, and God knows your core. So if you know that, why are you worried? You don't have to justify it. Keep revealing the truth and keep exposing people. And God never fails. And God never brings down disturbance. That's what I want to say to you.
Thank you very much.
So, no fear.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And my condolence.
Thanks, Daddy Freeze.
Thank you so much, and God
For
bless you.
bringing me to this platform and giving me the opportunity to speak to people and reveal the truth. I really appreciate that. I'm going to close now.
The title of this live would be Afiba is not an Olosho. She was not into hookup.
Yes.
That's what we're going to do to give her dignity. And we pray she's still alive. But for any reason, if she is not, may her soul find peace. And we offer you our utmost condolence because you've been through a lot. God bless you all. See you all later. Harrison, thank you. Thank you so much. You came all the way from the flight. You've not settled in. It's after 10. I consider this an honor.
Thank you so much.
I also like to thank Ben and every other person who asked questions today. Thank you all so much. Our interest is the interest of finding peace and justice for everyone involved. God bless you all. Thank you TikTok. Thank you all of you who bought my money guns. Thank you. I appreciate you guys always. Follow my #1 gifter on TikTok. Thank you so much. YouTube, God bless you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all get it. You go.
Thank you so much, guys. God bless you all.